It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Hello and good morning, and welcome to the Old Guy and the Kid podcast. I'm the Kid,
I'm the old guy.
and it's been a minute.
It has been several minutes.
It's been several minutes.
Yeah.
I wish I could say that normal operations would be returning to normal operations, but here in a few weeks, I'm going to be throwing another wrench into the system
Yeah?
with the TwitchCon trip.
You
But-
wrench thrower.
You wrench thrower. Better than a wench thrower.
Yeah.
I hear that's a medieval game,
Yeah, you don't want to do that one.
which I may or may not have had experience with this weekend. Medieval games and wenches, of course.
Yeah? Did you go?
I did.
You went, did you?
I
Yeah.
did. I went as a wench.
Yeah?
And they said, we already have enough. You need to just go as a normal person. I went,
Oh.
fine. I will not be anybody cool. I will just go as a normal person.
How was it?
That was fun. That was the latter half of the trip.
Yeah? How was the first half?
It was good. The whole thing was super busy. It was nonstop. A lot of miles. I'm still recovering from a shin splint. And it took every fiber of my being not to call into work yesterday.
Oh my god.
I was like, I needed to just call in. But I didn't. I should have. I still might. I'm not going to. But I want to so bad. But I won't.
But
I'll
you
be
won't.
there. I'll be there.
I'll be there. Nice.
Oh
Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel like that.
Are you okay?
Maybe. They tell me I will be okay, but I don't know what that means in the current time. So you'll be okay. But what about now?
What about now? I don't...
What about now? What do I do now? No. Yeah, so it's yeah. So I took off Thursday. Landed in California. But because of the time difference, I gained an hour. So that was cool. Did Disneyland all Thursday, which I
Yeah.
didn't think I was going to like. But I ended up liking it a little bit more than I realized.
Okay.
It was fun. It was fun.
What'd you do there?
I hate roller coaster rides, and I still rode all the roller coaster rides with the people I went with.
Oh.
Silver was there. Silver was there.
Did you guys ride roller coasters together?
Oh, we rode. And we rode roller coasters also.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The rest of the day I was like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's not like a nauseous thing. It's not like, oh, I feel like I'm going to puke. No, it's like my whole body just is like, my brain isn't tethered down up there very well. So it's like, you go through all the motions of the roller coaster and you're like, yeah, it's some fun and amazing. And then you stop and you're like, oh, you just, I don't know, maybe that's what a hangover slightly feels like, but my whole body just feels wrecked.
Wrecked,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, I'm just not feeling good. I'm like, my whole head, and there's a layer in your body that just feels, it's like Jello on a plate, and you shake it, and it's just like, it's like, oh, I don't like this. Like, I kind of feel like that.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know how to explain it, but I just,
The inner ear balance does not like being thrown out.
that too. There's definitely some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like
Shaken.
the inner of me slams against the shell that it's inside, and then it's like, oh, it just doesn't feel good.
Mm-mm.
I'm not like, oh, I'm sick, I'm gonna puke. I'm just like, I just don't feel good. I'm like, I need a minute to regain composure.
Yeah.
But I've always been like that. I'm just not a big roller coaster guy. The roller coasters were fun.
No.
I just don't. It's not something that I need in my life to be thrilled and entertained.
No. I've never been good with roller coasters.
Like when I was a lot younger, I did some roller coasters and they were fine. I was like, yeah, that's great. Let's keep doing it. And then just one year it hit where I did one, and I turned blue. And that song, Eiffel 65, kicked in. And
I'm blue.
yeah, and it was all downhill from there.
Yeah.
And I actually haven't ridden a roller coaster since then. So I was like, well, I'll give it a shot again. It's kind of like with food. I'll try it once, and then I'll try it again later. It's kind of like coffee.
Yeah.
I'll try it periodically, and over the years, I've developed a liking for it to a degree.
Sometimes you got to do it that way.
Yeah. So me and the roller coaster thing, like maybe if I took some of that stupid, like, what do they call it, Dramamine or something, or that
Yes.
anti-motion sickness pills or whatever, anti-diarrhea medication. I don't know. I could have taken it all.
There's those patches you can put behind your ear too.
What?
Yeah, that'll stop it.
Really?
Hmm.
Weird. It's like the whole nicotine
Yeah, it's
technology to release.
It's like a 24-hour patch.
It's a 24-hour patch. Hey, that's what a lot of our devices need. 24-hour patches.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, sad. I heard myself through my phone. Okay, cool. Just double checking. It sucks. I got the new phone, the Note 10 Plus, and I don't have the USB-C to aux jack adapter,
Oh.
so I don't have a phone port. I have a phone charging port. I don't have an aux jack, a phone jack. So I'm like, how do I listen in with my headphones? It came with a pair of headphones that fits the USB-C,
Yep.
but I forgot to bring them with me.
They did you like Apple.
They did.
They did you like Apple.
Yeah, at first I was like, that's the stupidest thing in the world. I'm like, I don't like it necessarily, but according to M State University, over 70% of cellular device users use Bluetooth devices to listen to their phones.
Hmm.
I'm halfway there. I do Bluetooth, but I also like headphones.
Yeah.
Because my car doesn't have Bluetooth like yours does. It's not cool yet.
It's not cool yet.
I still have to have the old connector-oo cable. And then it's like, oh, grabbing the music. Then I can grab all the music at once, and it pulls it through the cable. But yeah, yours just kind of. Yep, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, but before I go too deep in my California Adventureland story,
Okay.
tell me about you. What's new with you?
Ooh, what's new with me? Well, I went to go see Angel Has Fallen.
Almost did. How was it?
That movie is amazing.
Was it awesome?
It gave me some plot twists I did not see coming.
Ooh.
I did not see them coming. And I went to I didn't go to the standard. I went to the next one up, which is like DX or something, or
Yeah.
whatever it's
I know what you're
called.
talking
The sound that the audio engineers put into that movie is
about.
outstanding.
Next level.
It is next level. Have you seen the trailers?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this isn't giving anything away, but that scene in the movie where he goes to see his dad in the woods.
Mm-hmm. How'd you find me?
Yeah, there is a sequence of explosions that the special effects artists put off during one of those scenes that shook the theater. And it was like 4th of July, just like one after another, just effing up these bad dudes. And it was like, oh! Like right in the middle of the theater. Luckily, there was only like 4 of us in there, because it's like, it's like noon. What was it? Noon Labor Day, so there was nobody there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it was noon yesterday, so there was definitely nobody there because everybody's in school. But
Yeah.
that movie is phenomenal. I highly recommend you go
Nice.
see it.
I almost did.
Yeah. It doesn't turn out the way the trailers make it look.
I, all along, have felt that the president was the one who was organizing this. But don't tell me anything. I'm not even going to look in your eyes because I don't want any hints. Or I hate spoilers. So I'm not going to look at you for a second
Okay.
because I don't want anything.
Okay.
I saw the one before it. That was was it Olympus? So Olympus Has Fallen?
Olympus Has Fallen.
That's one where all the main leaders get assassinated.
Yeah.
Except for Gerard Butler, and he's got to save the president, and he's kind of like Sean Connery's cousin or something.
Yeah. Well, it's It's definitely not who you think it is.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm just gonna stop thinking about it.
Okay. Because when it happened, I was like, oh,
You're
really?
like, well, oh, it's his wife. Dumb. All right. Anyways, doesn't matter.
It's that offshore bank account. I just had to have it.
What movie I saw for some reason, every time I go on a trip out of state, I will watch more movies in a theater than I will in an entire decade here in Homeland,
Yeah.
Stupid. So I saw Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Is it good? Kind of.
If you were 13, 15, maybe 16, it'd be like, that was a cool movie.
Yeah.
With the film quality, the way everything was shot and everything, it's like, oh, that was great. Audio was good, video was good. It was just the overall plot.
Yeah.
The content was like ripe for picking. It was just fantastic. The graphics on it, like the way they, you've seen the Scarecrow. I think it's on like the front cover. Like all those scenes, that was really awesome. It was super well shot. It was well done. It's just the overall storyline was kind of lackluster. It was just, that's how I felt. I'm just like, you guys could have done so much more with what you had. They weren't being held back by anything other than just story. The actors were fantastic. They did a great job. It's just, they could have went so much further.
Oh, that's too bad.
They could have done more. So
More?
I don't know. I think it probably did well in the box office simply because of the hype that it had. Because everyone's like, "Oh yeah, we read those stories as a kid. Gotta watch it." So they probably did good just on that, just on clickbait value. So
Yeah.
I feel like it was kind of clickbait. It was good. I mean, I don't go to the movies to see it necessarily, but
That sucks.
watch it. But don't. You don't feel like you have to watch it in the theaters. I feel like there's better movies to watch in the theaters. And then what was the other one that I watched also? Oh, Good Boys.
Is it good?
It was also okay. I mean,
It's okay.
it was exactly what you expect it to be, but it was nothing like amazing, like awe-inspiring, and like whoa. No, it was exactly what you expected to be. So if you just want a simple little chuckle and a good little laugh, then that's the movie for you. Watching the theaters, I wouldn't say so. Watch it, sure, but it's not worth like, the $13 ticket price I paid for it.
So it's like wait for it to come out on Amazon or Netflix.
If you can wait for Netflix, it'll be a good movie. Like, oh yeah, it was a good couch movie. As far as theater, like,
Couch movie, I like that. Couch movie.
It's a good couch movie, but that's as far as it goes.
Cool.
Speaking of couches, before I forget, the theater over there. So like the smaller little, it was called AMC Orange 30. That was the movie theater. It was at the outlets at Orange. It's an outdoor outlet mall, it's nice. It's cool. They have like 22 theater rooms, whatever you want to call them.
Wow.
And the smaller ones, not bad. More clean. The Colossus Theater, which is like kind of like our typical large theaters, they had like big rooms in a smaller screen. I'm like, this is not what I'm used to. We're kind of spoiled with our theaters. They're clean, they're new, they're like good. The sound system's fantastic.
Yeah.
We're a little spoiled on that end, but those seats in the big theaters, it was like, it looked like an old rundown abandoned theater. It was disgusting. The floors, the seal on them was just like gone away. The paint was worn away from everybody's feet. Like, gosh, have you guys never renovated that? They'd never renovated that theater.
Oh.
They were like really thick, plushy, that red canvasy type seat.
Yep.
And it was just like, these are disgusting. The fur on the seat was matted down black. On multiple spots, the armrests were like crusty, and it was just gross. I'm like, this is the most disgusting seat I've ever sat on, but I'm still gonna sit on it.
That's terrible.
It was nasty. So that was Monday that we went to the big one. Sunday, I think we had went. Yeah, because Sunday was Medieval Times. So Thursday was Disneyland. Friday and Saturday were HaloCon. Sunday, I went to HaloCon to get something signed by Steve Downs and Jen Taylor.
Okay.
We go up to the autographing place, and we're looking, okay, that seems like a pretty short line. excuse me, are you here for the autographing? I'm like, yeah, for Steve Downs and Jen Taylor. Yeah, that's the line. I'm like, okay, cool. Do you have a voucher? I'm like, a voucher? For what? For autograph. I'm like, no. He's like, well, if you don't have one, then you can't go. I'm like, well, how did I get one? Well, you had to know about the voucher ahead of time to go get the voucher in order to get in line to get the autograph. I'm like,
That's so weird.
I'm like, okay, what is this voucher? If, like, do I go down to ticketing? Can I get one from ticketing? No, it was like a really low-key special thing that you had to know about prior that only a few handful of people did. Like, everybody lined up at 6 this morning. There was, like, over a few hundred people in line. Okay, wait, what? I'm like, hold on. I'm like, you're kidding, right? And he's like, no, I'm serious. And I'm like, you look like you're kidding. And I'm a little irritated. I'm mad right now. So, like, I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, what the heck? He's like, yeah, so if you don't have a voucher, then they're all out already. I'm like,
oh, that's cheap.
I'm like, what? Where? So I'm like checking Instagram on Halo Outpost Discovery, and I'm like, there's nothing here about the secret voucher club. I'm like, so you had to be amongst the elite. You had to do like a flight for Halo Reach on the PC, and then get a special download code, which took you to a secret app, which you then had to translate a secret code using Halo lore from all the books, and then, I don't know, go find a magic salesman on the corner to give you the final piece of the puzzle, and then you'd know the location and the time. I'm like, I still don't know how you would have known about this secret voucher line at 6 in the morning.
Oh my god, that's weird.
What? So there I am with my epic Master Chief helmet that I had purchased from HaloCon, which was a little expensive, but I don't care because
You got it.
because I got it. And it actually fits my big old head, and it looks really cool. And it's like, I look at it and I just kind of go, just a little bit. You bite your lip and just, and then you stop looking at it, and then you just kind of like touch it, and then you pick it up, and then you put it on. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's really cool. Anyways, so I had to just look at the helmet and go, well, Chief, not today. That's all right, because I'm going to get an autograph in a different way one day.
How are you going to do it?
It's just going to be a little bit more on a professional level. It's just not going to be at a little HaloCon secret voucher line ultimate club. That's all right. I don't need the secret voucher line ultimate club. I will let those kids and people have their day.
Yeah, have their day.
They got their signature. I will get my signature a different way. It will happen. It will happen. Will happen. But yeah, HaloCon was cool. It was in a big convention center. It was in the Anaheim Convention Center.
Yeah.
In one part of it, because that thing had like, so you know our convention center?
Yeah.
They have 4 of those in one building.
Wow.
And I'm like, this place is huge, huge. It was beautiful. Everything in Anaheim, California was beautiful. Like, just walking down the road to Walgreens was beautiful. It's like, wow, bright and sunshiny day. Here, walking to Walgreens, you're like, thinking you're going to get stabbed or something.
Right.
It's just how it is. It's a different lifestyle. So, but yes, the convention center was awesome. The lines were super short because, well, Friday was dead.
Dead?
It was ultra dead. It was like,
No way.
it was Duke City Con dead.
Really? Duke City Con dead?
It was like, oh, this is real bad.
Oh.
There was a okay amount of people, but not for the size of the convention center. It was like crazy empty. So I was straight to the merch line. I just went straight to the merch line, and we're like, okay, we're gonna buy everything today. That way, the rest of the weekend we can all just walk around and enjoy it. So yeah, we've got like extra backpacks on, like 2 bags and all this stuff. And we're like, well, maybe we can go back to the hotel room and drop stuff off, because this is kind of what have I done?
What have I done?
Why have I done?
I love it.
Oops.
Oops.
Yeah, it was like, here, let me just give you an example.
Okay.
And that way everybody can see. Okay.
Give the examples.
All right. So let me give you a credit card with nothing on it. Okay. Yeah, this is my bank card. So feel this one.
Okay.
Okay. So there's nothing on that one. So that's why it's so light.
Okay.
Now just kind of hold this one. Oh, why is that one so heavy?
Oh my god.
It gets heavier the more you use it, I swear.
Wow.
So when I like pull it out, and I'm like, oh gosh, this is a little. I'm like, oh, it's a chip. I'm like, this thing's heavy. It gets heavier because the more you put on it. So, and then this one is my bank card, and it gets lighter and lighter because the whole debit credit thing, you know.
Debt income ratio, gotcha.
Yeah, it's a thing. So, my wallet started getting heavier because of the card that was in there, and then all the other stuff just kind of started getting lighter. Anyways, bought too much stuff, had too good of a time. So Friday was like a blessing and a curse kind of thing. It was like great that it was so empty because it allowed like so much stuff sold out.
Yeah.
It was the last of the cons. There were 5 locations: Texas, Philadelphia, and California. I don't remember the other 2. But I went to the last one because I was like, oh, cool. That'd be cool to go to Philadelphia. I've never been. Let's go try new places. And I'm like, look up flight to 560. Is that for all 4 of us, or? Oh no, that's just for me. Anaheim, California. 169, $200.
Wow.
I can do that. That was a round trip. So went to California. It's like, all right, California again. And in 3 weeks, I'll go back. TwitchCon.
There you go.
So yeah, went there. Friday was good. Bought a bunch of stuff. Checked out some things. The lines for all the experiences were super long, so I was like, it's all right. We'll come back. We'll do this Saturday because Disneyland and California Adventureland in one day. 2 parks, 1 day, nonstop, fast pass.
You must have been exhausted.
And I had brand new shoes, and there were high tops, and there were
How
boots.
did those work, by the way?
Stupid idiot. No, I should have brought my tennis shoes. I should have brought my other shoes because never break in brand new shoes at Disneyland. That should just be law. That should be rule number 1. They're like, you're not going to Disneyland tomorrow, are you? I'm like, yeah, you can't buy these. Just, you come back when you're back. Come
It's
back.
an unwritten law.
Yeah, I didn't read the rules. So yeah, needless to say, I'm recovering from a shin splint, my stupid left leg, because we did over like 12 miles and Thursday, and then we did a few more miles Friday, and a few more Saturday, and a few more Sunday, and a few more Monday.
Yeah.
So overall, we did like probably close to 30 miles. I don't know. It was a lot of walking, and it was a lot of lifts and Ubers and stuff. So that was good. But HaloCon overall was awesome.
Yeah.
But it was also like, come on, guys, you could have done so much more. You could have done so much more. It was like tons of open space. I thought there was going to be way more reading material and like more statues. There was a Master Chief statue. There was a Elite statue of the Sangheili Elite. There was a warthog. And then there were a few little glass kiosk things that had like replica items from the games and such. They were cool, but I was like, I have seen pictures of your guys' museum up 343, Microsoft guys. Your museum's stellar. Like it would be, I think I would have had a better time going to their in-house museum. You can see that diorama up front in their like lobby, and you can see how they filmed the commercial for Halo 3 and all that. Like that would be sick.
That would be awesome.
So that would be a good place.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking of at some point taking a trip up to there to do that. So that would be cool. HaloCon was awesome, but it just felt small. I mean, Saturday was sold out. So that's saying something about it. Saturday was sold out. And it was like $75 admission for 1 day. So it was... They got some good money. They did good. So,
yeah, they did good.
HaloCon is definitely coming back next year. It may be 1 or 2 locations instead of 5. But... or it could be 5 again. I don't know. I do hope they bring it back, because I will definitely buy a VIP badge to it this time, because
nice.
I bought the 3-day, but I didn't buy a VIP. I just wasn't sure about it. But it would have made the experience a little better, but not so much better that I felt like I missed out or anything.
Yeah.
So, but before I forget, I got you one small thing. Couldn't really get you much, but
what? Oh, sick, dude.
It's a cup. It's a cup.
I love it. Ooh, it's green on the inside too.
It's not quite a cup out, but it's...
I see what you did there. It's not quite... Thanks, man. This is awesome. I like this.
It was like the only like souvenir thing that I could find there. They didn't have like dog tags. Like everybody got a pair of dog tags with admission. But
Yeah.
They only got the one. I was like, if I could have bought those, that would have been cool, because I would have bought a ton of those.
Right.
It says Halo Outpost on the front, and on the back it's got the little UNSC insignia. I was like, it was really cool. But they didn't have like trinketable items.
Oh.
So they had jackets and hoodies and shirts and stuff, but I'm like, well, I'll take the helmet, I'll take some cups, I'll take a pin, a water bottle, give me a lanyard, give me those 2 books, give me that backpack, that jacket. I'm like, okay, your total is $390. And I'm like, all right, 30. It's what?
$390.
It's fine. Like, whatever. It's like, okay. I'm like, oh, should I have done that? I'm like, yes, I should have. I should have done it. I should have, and I did. So I'm like, I don't care.
This is awesome.
I've wasted my money on so much worse stuff, and I'm like, Halo is literally the sum of my childhood. When I look at that helmet, I see like 10, 15 years of my entire life in that helmet. So I'm like, this was good. This was good. So
Got a giant drinking glass. I love it.
So yeah, I mean, feel free to put it up somewhere. I don't care what you do with it, but I was like, there just wasn't small items to get for people. I'm like, come on.
Plus, you can only bring so much back when you travel.
Yeah, we went with I went with one bag and came back with 3.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, how did that happen? So I'm like, hey, you need to carry this. Put this in your bag so that way it doesn't count as 3 carry-ons. You have 2 carry-ons. I have 2 carry-ons. You have 2 carry-ons. So somehow we all just kind of, our stuff multiplied, duplicated. Oops. Yeah. I was like, cool, great. Now we have too much stuff. And guess what? Sunday we're going to medieval times. More stuff.
And how was that?
I was like, so that I wish we had here. Like that is.
Didn't I tell you?
You've been?
Yeah, I told you.
I think you did. Which one did you go to?
The Disney World in Florida.
Okay, you went to the Florida one.
Yeah, there's one close to it.
Oh, you did tell me that. That's right. Okay. Yeah, this one.
Super awesome, right?
They were super awesome. It was just, it's a blast. It's just fun to do. It's just great to like have an excuse to like, yeah, woo! You're just having a good time. And
what color night did you have?
We had the red and yellow night.
The red and yellow night.
We had the red and yellow.
Did they
night.
win?
No, but we were allies to the house that did win, to the kingdom that did win. The green knight won.
The green knight.
And that douchebag yellow knight, he went all savage and was like, I'll kill any challenger, fought to the death. And then he ended up getting spanked. And he got spanked by the Green Knight, so which was good because it was like the bad guy can't win, the good guy always wins. It just, our guy wasn't the good guy. He was really cool, but he ended up losing. I got some photos of everybody. And
nice.
I'll end up posting those. But
did you get the chicken dinner?
We did. It was a 4-course meal, which was basically a meal divided up into 4 parts. And it was like a cafeteria meal.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It starts off and you get this ladle of tomato soup, which was lightly seasoned. It was all right. It was like, okay, cool. And then they bring you I think it was a potato wedge. And you're like, oh, that's really dry. I got to drink some of the tomatoes. And you're like, that's okay. Oh, Pepsi. Ye old Pepsi. And then
they had Pepsi.
They had all the sodas of the neighboring kingdoms, I guess. It was just a very special time.
I love it.
And then after the potato wedge, we got the half a chicken. So it was like a baby chicken. It was baked, and then they cut that in half, and then they gave the other half to the person that you got the half. So I was like, well, we have to eat with our hands. So I was like, and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm eating my food. And then I ripped the legs off and I ate them. That's how playing with your food came about.
That's how it is.
And then when we got sophisticated and started using, eating utensils, it was like, stop playing with your food. It's like, Mother, I'm not playing with my food. I'm simply using my food the way they did back in the day. Anyways, so we had the chicken, and then after that, we got the little cup of ye old ice cream with caramel glaze, caramel drizzle. It was a drizzle. Yeah, that was okay. I'm not a big ice cream guy. That was all right. It was good. So, but yeah, it was cool. It was just the way they broke it up, start the show, and there's like, it's a fully threshed out, acted thing. So you've got the queen, you've got the chancellor guy, and you've got like the queen's brother or something, and he's kind of like the guy on the floor on the horse, and he's announcing stuff also. But it was like a little play with live horse action. It was cool. All the horses were trained very, very well and very cool.
Nice.
It was awesome.
Good.
It was hilarious because Silver apparently has never seen a horse before. Because he's like, wow, the horses are so big. They're like Clydesdale. And I'm like, all right, first of all, that horse
Silver
is a typical size horse.
Oh, yeah, that's nothing like Clydesdale.
And a Clydesdale is like a mythical beast that when you see a Clydesdale, you're like, where did you find that thing?
Yeah.
Those are massive beasts. So it was really cute. I thought it was really cute. Silver, you're really cute.
Aww.
Yeah, it was very cute. Yeah, so Silver and I, we bought tabards, the little guild tabard, the kingdom tabard.
Nice.
It was obviously made for like a 12-year-old boy, but I mean, I had to represent my knight, and I was like, I want to wear my colors, red and yellow. So we had our little flags. I bought a special flag, so you've got like your knight's flag, and it was just good. The more you immerse yourself into the experience, the funner time you will have.
Yeah.
If you sit there like a prude, and you're like, I brought my own fork, I'll be fine. Then you're just going to be a prude sitting there who just needs to leave because you're not going to have the funnest of times.
I brought my own fork.
I brought my own fork. I'm like, I brought my pants, which is also my napkin, which is also my plate because of the food that's going to fall on them. So we just had a good time. Had a good time, and we were just like, yeah, yelling like fools. And by the end of it, you're like,
That's what you got to do.
so hoarse.
You got to yell and cheer for your night.
You do. And we did.
Did you get any like the medieval times pictures taken?
We did. We got a small group photo, got some other photos. I went and took a bunch of selfies with all the with I didn't get the Chancellor. I didn't get the Queen. But I got the other guy, like the Queen's brother or something, because the story was the king died. He was the king's brother. I don't know, but he was cool. They were all dressed up. It was super cool. I took a photo with a few of the knights. I got the red and yellow knight. I got the green knight and the yellow knight. So I walked up to the yellow knight. I was like, hey, great show, but I got to stay in character. So I was like, boo! I took a picture with him, booing. Silver and I did. It was great.
Nice.
It was good. So we stayed in character till the end. It was good times. That was
That's
a blast.
awesome, dude.
And we got these really cool, like, elk horn. It's the curved elk horn drinking thing, and you have to put it in the stand.
Nice. You got one?
I got one of those.
Oh, that's
that was
awesome.
Cool. I think it was like $40. I don't know. Someone was like, I bought it for you, but and I paid him, and I'm like, I don't know how much that was, but that was. I didn't care. I'm like, I just absolutely don't care. I've already swiped so hard. I'm just gonna keep swiping. Everything basically became Tinder. I was like, swipe. I was just swiping right. Is that what it is? You swipe right?
Swipe right to like, yeah.
Now, is it swipe right or is it swipe right? I don't, because people like
swipe to your right. As your phone is in your hand, you swipe right.
you swipe. Oh. Good
Right
thing.
to like, left to dislike.
Has anyone ever tried up and down? Like you can put it like save for later or something? Like, do you have that option?
I don't know.
I've never.
I don't know if you do.
I don't know. I'm not an app user like that.
I just know from watching all the people making fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yes, left, no. Like the look-alike apps that they're starting to use in movies now, where people are swiping.
Oh yeah, of course. Gotta copy the trends.
Yeah.
Copy the trends.
I don't know if like up or down does anything. Like maybe it's a maybe.
Maybe check back tomorrow kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like
I haven't made up my mind.
on the fence, get in line. I don't know. I don't know how those apps work. People are weird. If you guys are using those, you guys are weird.
Weirdos.
Like whatever happened to like just going to a coffee shop, you're like,
Oh.
that kind of thing. Like, hey,
Just get rejected in person.
yeah, just do that. Like, hey, I'll buy you a coffee. Like, oh, thanks, I'm married. And you're like, really? That's how you got to lead that out? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for being upfront. Thank you.
She's waving at you. Oh, hey. You turn around. It's her boyfriend. Oh.
Who is also the barista going, Tiffany, here's your drink.
Tiffany.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I also watched Aquaman.
Did you like it?
Yes and no. So sure, graphically it was awesome, and like story-wise it was cool, but he's literally underwater Thor.
He's underwater Thor, yeah.
He's underwear Thor? He's underwater Thor. I kind of was really wishing that you would have sprayed that coffee everywhere. That would have been fantastic. I'd have been like,
Oh,
that's
bro.
hilarious. Yes, underwater Thor. They took the same story, just underwater. They took Thor underwater. It's like, oh, you're the bastard god, and you have to rule the kingdom now, but oh, you're so cool and hot, but you don't want to because that's not who you are, but then you do, and then you love it. And it's like, really?
Yeah.
Real, and of course, there's always the girl. There's always the super realm god. I'm just,
The hot girl who talks him into it.
please, you need to save the kingdom. And she's got a douchebag boyfriend who's also his brother, and it's like,
Right.
oh my gosh, I'm like, so unoriginal. But the movie is cool, great effects, it was fun, blah, blah, blah. I don't think Jason's a good actor. At least in that movie. He didn't have enough lines for anything. It was like, okay, let's go. I don't want to be king. Okay. I'm like, this is not good acting.
This is not good acting.
It's one of those things. It's like, I'm sure he's good at acting, but that movie did not do him justice as far as acting goes. I know I'm a little late on the whole Aquaman train, but I'm like, I don't think this role did him justice. Sure, his physique fit the role, his body fit the role.
Sure, yeah.
Like he fit the. It just.
He fits the role. All the women love him.
Sure, hot dude coming out of water, flip the hair back, wave my hair back and forth. All right.
They romanticized him.
They sure did. He was the dude on the romance novel that was like holding the giant great sword, and he's like, oh yeah.
The girl in one hand, the great sword in the other hand.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't think that's a great sword. I don't think that's what that symbolically represents, but okay.
No. Gee, I wonder what it means.
Thanks for keeping it G-rated. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'm the outlier, but I just kind of felt like, after all the hype Aquaman, I was like, okay, cool, but was it though? I'm like, it was a good movie, but like I said, I like all movies. I can appreciate something in all of them, but
yeah.
I'm like, so yeah. So have we really only been live for 36 minutes? Why does it feel like we've been live for like 3.5 hours? I guess I just haven't shut my mouth in 35 minutes.
It feels like it's been more like an hour.
That's what I thought. That's weird. I don't know. But overall, it was a good time. It was a good getaway. It was nice to just leave here. Oh yeah, before I forget.
Okay. Before you forget.
With our incomes combined, we would be broke over in California.
Mm-hmm.
It's flipping nuts. So like, we all go out for breakfast, and it's like, oh yeah, IHOP. Okay, cool. I'm like, I'll just get the what the heck is it called? The breakfast sampler, I think is what it's called. It's like sausage, bacon, hash browns, eggs, pancakes, whatnot. Or it comes with toast. I don't know. It's like, hey, okay, I'll get this, and can I also substitute this for pancakes? It's like, oh, that's actually just our pancake combo. I'm like, okay, cool.
Cool.
So I get that. When the check comes around, I'm looking at it. I'm like, wait. What is this price? Here, for a breakfast sampler, I think it's like $9.89.
Yeah.
And a drink is $2.50. Over there, it's like $14.89. So we're already like $5 more expensive. The drink is not $2.50. No, it is $4. And sometimes $4.25. So it's $4 for the drink.
Oh my God.
So, what? So it's $20 a person, basically. Whereas here it's $12. So I'm like, this is insane.
Insane.
And then everywhere you go, sodas are like $4.
Mm-hmm.
Waters are $4. I'm like, this is insanity. It's absurd. Absolutely absurd. I'm like, this is great. Disneyland didn't even feel like that much of a shock. I was like, yeah, Disneyland is going to be through the roof prices. It's going to be super expensive.
Yeah.
No. Drinks were like $4. A meal was like 10 or 11, and I'm like, well, that's not bad. Like, I expected it to be like $17 for a corn dog, and it was only like $7 for a corn dog, which isn't that bad. I mean, if you go there expecting big prices, then you'll be fine. But it was everywhere else that got me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is nuts.
You remember what I told you about San Diego?
Do I? Tell me. Refresh my memory.
How expensive it is?
Great, because I'm going there in 3 weeks.
Yeah, If you're just at the 6-figure level,
Mm-hmm.
you're broke and poor. You are broke and poor.
Sucks.
Yeah,
It's nuts. It's just bizarre. And that's why it's good to get out and go places and travel, because you get to experience different things like that. And you're like, whoa, I'm totally taking what we pay for here for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Gas over there is minimum $3 a gallon for the cheap gas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's like $2.90 for premium here. It sometimes touches $3, but
I filled up.
It's not bad.
I filled up two days ago for $2.22.
$2.22. Wow.
Yeah, $2.22 a gallon.
I typically fill my car with premium. It costs about $22, and that's like every 4 days. Yeah, roughly 4 days. So, but in Cali, it'd be like probably $20 a day,
Mm-hmm.
minimum. Like, that's nuts. So yes, I came back here and I'm like, oh, thank goodness. So yeah.
Did you have to drive on the 495 at all?
Well, thankfully I didn't drive a single time over there. I just did everything Lyft.
Lyft, okay.
I have learned my lesson, because once you fly somewhere, Like, all right, plane tickets, boom, $250.
Yeah.
And now you want a rental car. Oh, I'm sorry, you're under the age of 90? All right, so your rental car is going to be $695. Did you also want the insurance?
Yeah.
The insurance? And you're like, yes, I'll take the insurance.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you're looking at $769. And if you bring it back unharmed and you fill it up to full, then we will give you back $100. So, yeah, so you're looking at $685. I'm like, $685 for a rental car, and now I'm going to pay for my hotel, which is going to be about 20 miles away from wherever I'm going.
Yeah.
And that's going to be another $100 a night. That's 4 nights. That's another $400. So we're already $1,300 deep, and we haven't even got to where we're going to buy anything yet. So, travel hack. Get the cheapest flights you can. Get a hotel that is more expensive right next to the main event that you're going to. Oh, it's $159 a night. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So do that. Do not get a rental car and get a Lyft or an Uber wherever you're going to go,
Yeah.
which is going to be $6 a trip. And then if you don't want to tip because you're mean, then don't tip. Or the driver sucked, which of course don't tip a sucky driver. Don't trip a sucky driver either. That's just rude.
Don't trip a trip a sucky driver.
Don't tip or trip a sucky driver. Did I say suck? No.
Don't
A sucky.
suck a trippy driver or a tippy driver.
Don't tip, trip, or suck any driver
Right.
that is bad.
Right.
Only tip a good driver.
Right.
And yeah, so do that. And then when you look at your Lyft or Uber receipts, you add those up and you're like, cool, we spent $100 total travel. And you didn't have to pay for insurance. You didn't have to worry about the gas. You didn't have to worry about the getting in a wreck or something or the maintenance or anything on any vehicle because it's not your car and you could care less. You're just in it for the ride.
Yeah.
So much cheaper. You will save $600 a trip by not getting a rental car.
Mm-hmm.
And then you will also rethink the way you think of travel while you're there. You're like, do I really need to drive there? Or, hey, let's just walk down here. Or, yeah, let's take a quick little lift over here and then walk over here. So you sort of compartmentalize your traveling.
Yeah.
It's just so much smoother. And you get better stuff because you get a better hotel room, you get a better stay. It's all around better. So instead of going with that cheap, rinky-dink, $100 a night Motel 6 kind of thing, just get something nice. Go with like a Hyatt Regency or something and just have a better time.
Yeah.
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 This trip was but this was just a fantastic trip.
Good.
It was great, and it was nice to see Silver and friends. It was good.
Was he happy to see you?
He was.
Yeah. Good.
He was. Good times. Wish I never came back, but I was also so happy to come back.
There's always that duality there.
Oh, yeah.
I want to come back, but then when you get home, it's nice to be home.
Yeah. I still don't think I'd move out there. I don't know. I'm like the capitalist inside of me. I'm like, I like it here because it's so much cheaper.
Right.
So when you're making the money you're making here, you're actually making more money. But if you can make I don't even know what California makes as far as like overall wages and such. But if you made their wages, but could use it here, you'd make more money.
That would be spectacular.
That'd be spectacular. But overall, I'm like, you know what? I don't mind this little hovel that we live in.
Yeah.
Even though we're like top 5 for most crime-riddled city.
Unfortunately.
It was hilarious, though. We're out there. We're trying to get to round 1. That round 1, like, arcade place.
Yeah.
It's in one of their malls. And so the mall's closed. Parking lot's dark. Lights are off. And I'm just sitting in the back, and Silver, someone's driving it. I'm like, oh, look around. This looks kind of shady. I'm like, all right, everybody, just stop. You think this is shady? Your guys' parking lots are paved. They're smooth. The lines are white. You can see them in the dark.
Yep.
You got freshly painted lines in your parking lot. You've got wide lines in your parking lots. You've got lots of space in this parking lot. You have working functional lights every 15, 20 feet throughout the parking lot.
Yeah.
Your windows aren't cracked or broken or peeling. They're all fresh. Like, this place, this is safe. Like, you could go take a nap in the middle of this parking lot. It's that safe. Back home, at 8 o'clock, when it gets dark, the entire state becomes shady.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, this parking... No, the entire state. You're driving down the road, you stop at a red light, and you're like, if I stay here much longer, I'm going to get carjacked. So, yeah, Silver was asking, it's like, so if I went over there, what would you show me? What would you guys show me over there? And I'm like, well, we would bring up a map of California and we would show you that because
show you that.
I'm like, there really isn't anything here. I'm like, the
No.
state fair's in town, which is kind of like just, it's kind of just like a rundown fair. It's the same thing.
It's
If you've been once,
rundown.
you've been there 100 times. It's the same
Yeah.
vendors with the same cheap junk that they buy online in mass quantities. Like, sure, we have Balloon Fiesta. I'm like, we do have some really nice hiking trails and such.
Yeah.
There's some like nice outdoors life, but I'm like, we don't have things. We can't like, let's go to medieval times and let's go to this Knoxbury Farm and let's go to Disneyland. We don't have that stuff.
No, there's some vineyards here, but you got to know where to go.
Yeah,
There's camping and fishing and hunting, but it's
kind of seasonal.
a
too.
drive
And
away.
a drive, yeah, 2 or
Yeah.
3 hour drive.
There's nothing like medieval times.
Yeah, there's no like attractions
Yeah, no.
necessarily.
There's some old Native American ruins, but
Mm-hmm.
you got to go there at like 4 o'clock in the morning before the lines get long and the sun gets up in the sky. So that's out.
Yep. Yeah, any of the outdoors nature traveling sightseeing stuff, you also have to weigh the risk factor of, well, there's probably going to be other people there and we may not get the good spots.
Yeah.
They're going to be, taken already, but it's
Yeah.
just weird. I mean, like, sure, we've got some, like, a little tiny strip of downtown that's got some decent nightlife,
Mm-hmm.
but, like, you're hanging out with your friends out there and you walk outside and then you've got tons of homeless people walking around too, unfortunately. It's just the state kind of sucks. It just
Yeah.
kind of...
They need to clean up their act a little bit more. They are trying.
They're trying.
They're making improvements.
Yes. Yeah, I'd say these last few years they've definitely
Yeah.
been really taking some initiative and trying, like, programs and stuff, really trying things.
They've been doing really well at cleaning up Central.
Mm-hmm.
They have. As like old businesses closed down, they've been buying them, bulldozing them down and building nice apartments and
Mhm.
businesses and restaurants. They've been cleaning everything up, and they got the bus route now, and
Yeah.
everything's kind of artsy and looking better, and they got new street lights up, and they're keeping the streets paved in nice lines, and they've got the
Mhm.
I-25 signs painted on them now. It looks nice.
Yeah, so it's a start. Everything takes time,
They've
but it's good
cleaned
that
up-
they're starting.
Yeah, they've cleaned up downtown a lot actually since
Yeah.
my days down there. So it's getting better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's in the last 5 years they've made huge improvements.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But, like, then I just, like, whoosh, take myself to that road down in Anaheim, and I'm like, it's just not even fair. It's not even
No.
fair. I'm like, big old giant beautiful palm trees and
Mhm.
everything's nicely paved and everybody's
Mhm.
honking at each other, but it's not really like a honk, get the out of the way, I'm gonna kill you. It's more
Yeah.
like they communicate with honking. It's super weird.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness, it's terrifying. Like the way California drivers are, they're like, this is my car, this is your car. And I'm like, ugh. I don't like that. Everybody's just like, they just,
Yeah.
it's terrifying. I just don't pay attention to people driving.
Now wait till you go to San Diego.
Yeah.
That's all beachfront property right there with giant green rolling lush hills, and you can smell the beach in the morning, and
Nice.
and the traffic is a little less nice, and no, scratch that. Traffic is a little less dense. That's what
Oh,
I meant
okay.
to say. A little less dense. So
Hmm.
it's kind of a little spaced out, a little more flowy.
Oh, wow.
When it comes time to come back here, you're going to shoot yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're going to have to drag you out of there.
I really don't want to leave now. Yeah, I don't know. I went at like the perfect time that you could ever go.
Yeah.
It wasn't super busy. Like the streets weren't busy. The traffic wasn't like intensely heavy. Or wasn't sitting on the freeway for an hour.
Yeah.
It was. We wanted to go somewhere. We went there. We were there in 7 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yes.
It was no problem. So it was the dead part of summer. It was still summer and beautiful. Temperatures, they only hit like low 90s. I think one of the days it hit 98, and the humidity was like around 30, 40, 50%. I don't know. So the humidity was like, it was thick. It was like heavier, because here it's just like, it's 110 degrees or it's 100 degrees, but there's no moisture. So your skin just melts off. You're like, the sun feels like it's magnifying glass heat. There it was hot, but it was like a buttered turkey in the oven.
Yeah.
If you keep butter on it, it's not going to burn. It's just going to brown. That's why everybody in California has that beautiful brown tan. So I
Golden skin.
was rapidly tanning. Like Disneyland, I didn't burn at all. I just was tanning. It wasn't burning, it was tanning.
Yeah.
Here, it'd be like skin skin would be like flaking and peeling off already. And
Yeah.
nope, over there it was just like a nice, like penetrating suntan. It was nice. So Disneyland was not dead, but probably compared to people who go a lot and know when it's like really lively, it was dead. It was dead. Like longest we waited in line 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then you use the fast pass thing. So it's like you fast pass, and then it's like, all right, be here at 11. You have 11 to 11:30 to show up.
Yeah.
And then you're like, all right, we'll finish this ride. We'll walk over there. So we spent more time walking to the ride than we did waiting in any line ever. So then you get in the fast pass line, or it's like the regular line was a 10-minute wait, 15-minute wait, and you know when you're with friends talking, and like that goes by in just moments.
Fast.
So we just most of the time didn't even have to use fast pass. So that was really cool. But yeah, that was fantastic. Disneyland was like excellent. California Adventureland, excellent. That was good too. So
Good.
yeah, it was good. It was good. Good, great, grand. I almost broke my spine on one of those rides. Those stupid Splash Mountain.
Oh no. Oh no.
Not on. It wasn't even the main drop. It was just like going through the thing, and you're like, all right, this is kind of weird. And if I was a kid, this would be creepy as balls. This is not kid friendly. This is terrifying to children. This would be terrifying. So we're going, and it's like kind of glung logging around, glung slamming off the walls a little bit, and they kind of like give you a little tiny down, like woo, and you're like, "Rrr." But that one went woo, and the back just goes drop, and it slams, and it's. I'm like, like. Oh, I'm absolutely crippled now. I'm like, why? What? It
Yeah,
was terrible.
see, there's no need for that.
It was unnecessary. That wasn't even the main part. It was just like a quarter of the way through, and it just snaps your spine. I'm like, great. If you're elderly, be cautious.
Yeah.
Be cautious.
Nothing like spinal compression.
Yeah, who needs that? I mean, there's a lot of extra space crushed together. Come on.
Yeah.
It was weird. Speaking of extra space and crushing together, so I've seen rear endings on the freeway. I've seen double rear endings, so it's a 3-car. This morning, I saw something excellent.
Do tell.
So I came a little later because I didn't get like any sleep last night. So I left my house a little later to get here a little later. But the traffic was so much better, way better. Because if you try to go when everybody's trying to go to work, you're just going to be with everybody.
Yeah.
If you go with all the people that are late getting to work, there's hardly anybody. So it was actually smooth. I got here no problem. The typical spot that bottlenecks right there around that curve next to Coled and Central area on the freeway.
Yeah.
It was smooth. However, at the start of that, we were all slowing down. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're coming. This is typical. But it was still kind of going. I'm like, all right, what's going on? I look over to my right. So there's a car that was like, skeet. It skidded to a stop, and then the car went, slammed it, and then the car behind that one went, slam. And so he's like, and then a fourth one goes, oh, and then, so it was 4 cars.
Oh my God.
The 2 in the middle, their hoods went from this to this.
Jesus.
There's just fluid dripping out of the front. You can see like radiator fluid and engine oil just pouring out of the front. So I'm like, oh my
those
gosh.
cars are done.
There goes those
Those
cars.
cars are done.
So the 2 in the middle, I'm going to say totaled. The guy in the front, potentially totaled, but I mean, his body's going to feel totaled.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The guy in the far back was probably just like, dang it, I should have been paying attention. But he, that just sucks. 4 cars. I was like, whoa, 4 of them. I saw 2 sets of 3 cars slammed together in California a couple of the days.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, oh yeah, we see that every day. That's typical. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But here, I'm like, whoa, a 4-car. That's next level. Like, it was exciting. I was like, that could have been me if I actually showed up earlier. That probably would have been me.
It could have been you.
Could have been me. So, yikes. But that's why it's important to pay attention. So be sure to queue up our podcast before you go on the drive.
Before.
Don't be trying to do that mid-drive. It's just dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Do that before.
Do that before. It's dangerous.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. So, yeah.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. It's wild. It was wild. Oh, man. It was crazy. It was just like 4. That's new. 4.
That's a good one. 4.
I would hate to be in that.
Wow, that's.
I'd definitely be calling in that day.
Oh yeah, those 2 in the middle are done.
Hey,
Car's
boss.
Done.
My spine. Yeah. Well, I've got 2 of them now. Well, I mean, it's snapped, so there's 2 pieces. So I'm not coming into work today. Yeah, I can't. I can't physically walk. I'm in a stretcher right now. I'm in a body cast.
Well, you know, if your airbag goes off, the insurance company will automatically total your car.
Oh, really?
They don't fix it.
Really?
They'll pay you out for your car. They consider it totaled if your airbag goes off.
Dang.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you have gap insurance or
Always.
whatever, they'll
Always Gap.
instead of fixing your car, they'll total it out and pay you the difference.
In the long run, it's the simplest, easiest thing.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunately why we have those giant junkyards filled with just tons of cars.
That's
And
why
pull it.
You Fix It has cars from the 2000s and up because
They just insta-total.
Yep.
Yeah, all four of those cars had airbags deployed.
They're done.
The two in the middle, they look like square cars. They went from like the round ergonomic shape to the square with the triangle peak in the front.
Those poor people.
I was like, that sucks, but
wow.
yeah, of course I had to go,
You rubberneck a little bit.
and then yeah, I had to. I was like, whoa, it was intense. So yeah, that's not good.
That's no good.
Yeah.
Oh God, those poor people having a bad day.
The guy in the front was like, oh, I barely missed it. Oh! That just got like eviscerated from behind, and then that guy got eviscerated, and then the guy behind that was like, no. It was a pancake.
They must have been following very close to each
Yep.
other for that to happen.
Yep. That's why I always take the initiative to give the car in front of me room, because I'm not going to rear end someone. I will never rear end someone. That's like my goal in life. So if I can not rear end someone, then someone rear ends me, it's their fault. But I'm not going to slam into someone else. So,
Yeah.
and after driving on the roads all these years, you kind of learn the hot spots of where it's going to slow down anyways. So just pay attention. I don't know.
Yeah, just
People are
like
stupid.
the little S curve, the little chicane there.
Yep.
Right next to Gibson going up 25.
Yep.
That is a death trap.
That's exactly where that 4-car pileup happened.
because people merge on at 25 miles an hour,
Well, we're all going 60 to 80.
60 to 80, and then they just kind of like merge off at 25.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't do that.
They don't slow down in the off ramp; they slow down on the freeway and then get.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the off ramp is for. Then you slow down.
Yeah.
And the on ramp, you should be at speed by the time that lane ends and you merge, not speeding up.
Yeah.
On the freeway.
They've got it reversed.
It's so backwards.
Yeah.
It's like they go down the ramp at 25 and then try and jump in traffic, and everybody's to slam on their brakes.
Yep.
It's like you're doing this backwards.
You're doing it all wrong.
You need to be at 65 when that lane ends.
Mm-hmm.
It just is. I don't get
At
it.
least 65.
At least.
Yeah. I hate leaving work because when I have to get on the freeway, I always get behind the guy that's going 25 to 30.
Yeah.
And these people, this is a prime spot for people going fast. So they're all rocking 75 average. And you're like, you can see the cars, big old semi, and you're like, I'm probably going to die today, but I got to try this. You're like, can you please hurry up? And so then you got to go, and your engine's like, you know, you're trying to go instantly into third from first, and you're just like, it's terrible. I'm like, I hate this.
Yeah.
If everybody could just stop driving and get off the road, that'd be great.
That'd
Thank
be
you.
great. Get off the road.
That would be great. And what's funny is you can talk to anybody and everybody has the exact same opinions,
Yep.
but yet no one is ever the problem. I don't understand that. I don't understand
Yeah,
that.
it's always somebody else. It's always
Yep.
somebody else who did it.
I do extreme defensive driving, but I also have offensive capabilities because you have to. You have to be offensive against the stupid drivers and then defensive against the stupid drivers also.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, it's just a weird
You got to do
slew of
both
things.
against the same category of people.
You do. Yep, you do. You have to have a strong offense and a strong defense because
Yeah.
you have to have a good offense to counter their stupidity and then a good defense to counter their stupidity. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
So much goes into driving. So much. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
People are just becoming more and more distracted.
Unfortunately, yeah.
They are. They're just expecting the cars to drive themselves, and they don't.
Not yet. Not at the level we want or need them to.
No.
So not just yet.
No, not yet.
We'll get there. One day.
One day. It's going to be a long time before the average middle-class American has
Yeah.
radar-guided self-driven cars.
Mhm.
It's going to be a while.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of super cool, high-end, fancy cars,
Uh-oh.
I saw a Tesla.
Did you? And how was it?
We were getting picked up by a Lyft, and I'm like, what is that car? And it had this weird, like, it looked like the key from Halo to activate the ring. It had this weird look on the back, and I kind of saw a glimpse. I'm like, I've never seen that. I'm like, what kind of car is that? I'm looking, and I see it looks kind of like a T, and I'm like, eh. And I see the words over on the bottom left-hand corner of the hatchback, and I'm like, T-E. I'm like, that's a Tesla. I'm like, what? I'm like, it's a Tesla. Look, it's cool. I'm like, I've never seen a Tesla before. I was like, this is cool. I'm like, it is California. Duh.
Yeah.
But I was like, that is actually a Tesla. It looked very simplistic. It didn't look like futuristic and like, whoa, it's the way of the future. It just looked like a really sleek SUV. Kind of like a smaller SUV. It was the SUV Tesla one.
They're sleek and nice, but they're not.
There was nothing
He didn't make them
flashy
fancy.
on them.
Yeah.
I think it's because the internals are the flashy part.
Yeah.
The exterior is just kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, if you just scanned a parking lot, it wouldn't stick out like, whoa, that's that new hyper Porsche GTX Ford Ferrari. Whoa, it's like
Ford Ferrari.
It just looked like an SUV, like a really shiny, smooth SUV.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I was like, well, that's different. That's cool. That's new. So that was good. That was just something. I was like, oh, cool. Yeah. That's about it.
Too bad you didn't get to ride in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it would have been okay. Yeah. I guess if I had the opportunity, I would have.
Yeah.
Just be like, yeah, I was in a Tesla. That's right.
I rode a Tesla.
I rode a Tesla. On top of it, I just kind of held on.
Just surf.
I just surfed it. I was in Cali, bro. So I had to surf the waves. Had to surf the waves, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. Yep, now I'm just living flashbacks of the trip. And then I came back and it was sad because all that the people have here is their silly little day jobs, and they just have... It's just like all they have. They just have nothing to look forward to.
Silly
Nothing
day
changed.
jobs.
I came back and it was like a time capsule from when I left.
Mhm.
Nothing changed in
No.
the slightest. The same sour tomatoes, the rotten apples, or is it the sour apples and the rotten tomatoes?
Either or.
Either or, vice versa.
Probably, I think,
irrelevant. But it's just like, man, it's just like I'm like, I don't want to be this for the rest of my life. I just don't want to be that. So
No.
that's why I'm just very thankful for the situations that I'm in and for the blessings that I've got and the life that I live. But I also want to live it to the fullest and do things and have a good time and have fun. And everybody just takes everything so seriously and they're all
Yeah.
bitter.
Bitter.
I don't ever want to get there.
You can't joke with them because they get mad and triggered, and
I just don't get it.
some
So-
people even think what you're saying is like true and serious, and they just try and fight you. And what?
You're like, well, calm down.
What you?
Yeah, calm down. Gosh.
Oh my god.
Mm.
We were just talking about that at work last night.
Yeah.
You can't. We were talking about how Joe Rogan was mentioning that you can't joke with people anymore because they think what you're saying is serious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They
the
don't
humor
understand
bone is gone.
satire. It's gone.
Yep, everybody thought we were going to outgrow the pinky toe and that we weren't going to need that anymore. We still got pinky toes, but we
Yeah.
did lose our humor bones.
Yeah,
Sucks.
gone. It is.
It's sad. I'd say we have humor skeletons, you and I.
Yeah.
Some people have humor bones, and then people have zero humor in
Gone.
them at all. It's just gone.
Like,
It's gone.
As soon as you say something, people whip out their phones and try and look up what you're saying to verify it.
What are you doing? Are you on
Well-
Wikipedia?
According to this, what you're saying isn't true at all. That's because I was making a joke.
Yeah, I mean, well, then you're stupid because you're not saying something. No, that's not.
You're not correct. You're not factually correct, sir. According to my phone facts, you're wrong. Right. Wikipedia's not going to have my joke because it's a joke. I just made it up.
It's a joke, it's a situational joke.
Right.
Pulling elements from this current. Never
Yeah,
mind.
never mind.
Yeah, it's sad.
Situational joke. Well, according to this definition, sir, you're not doing it right.
You're like, I am gonna break you.
I'm going to
Are you
break you.
threatening assault and battery? No, I'm not threatening to assault you with batteries. I'm not gonna do that.
There's a double A.
Oh, you hit me with the D.
You hit me with the D.
Oh, that's a big battery. Oh, Oh,
Was that a D-sized battery?
speak of random fun fact about batteries
Fun fact.
that I learned at work.
Okay.
So a AAA, a AA, a D, and I think a C, they all have the same, I think it's the voltage. Yeah, it's the same voltage. It's a
Correct.
different size battery, but they all have the same voltage.
Correct.
I'm like, that blew my mind. I just never looked into batteries really. I was like, oh, it's different size. So a AAA is smaller, so it's weaker, but it's not weaker. It's just less capacity.
Less capacity.
So it's a smaller size, or they're sized and shaped differently to fit different things. But
Yeah.
if you need like 10 seconds of battery, a AAA or a AA, or a D or a C are going to give you the exact same power. Granted, you can connect it properly, but I was like, well, it's just not going to last as long as one or the others, right? Is that right?
Right.
It
So
was just super weird.
if you look up the definition of voltage is a pressure differential that's measured from point A to point B, and that 3.7 volts is the difference of the pressure that it takes to get the watts there and the amps there.
So that is one thing that I've always been intrigued by, but I'm
Yeah.
completely illiterate and stupid with. Is the whole power thing, the whole wattage, voltage, amperage,
Yeah.
all of that. It's like I'm really dumb. It's because it touches on the realm of math, and whenever math comes my way, my body just does this like anti-rejection thing. It just nope, we're talking math. But I still really like the whole lingo of electricity.
Oh yeah, it's fascinating.
I'm really intrigued by it. I've just never really sat down to take the time to invest that knowledge and really consume it. I'd like to, I just never really
Yeah.
do. But
You-
when I heard that battery fact, I was like, whoa, that's cool. It's
If
just cool.
if you have a good solid foundation for electronics, you can do some amazingly cool DIY projects.
Yeah.
You can do all kinds of stuff. I watch people on YouTube do it all the time.
Well, if you do have some knowledge of that, I'm going to have to enlist your help because I've got some cosplay plans.
Do you?
I've always wanted to build like a Halo cosplay,
Okay.
like the Mjolnir armor cosplay. There's all those Spartans, and there's so many variations now and everything that you can just DIY, custom make your own. But there's some sick costumes, and I've always wanted to make one. So then I went to this Halo Con, and there's all these cosplayers and stuff. I'm like, these cosplay, they're just so cool. Like I'm fanatical when it comes to like military topics of any sort, like movies and paraphernalia, the cosplays and such. It's just cool. It's just something it's so cool. I fancy it much.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yep, definitely time to make a cosplay. So I want to make a cosplay for the next Halo Con. And there's like a whole division. There's the 405th division of cosplay for Halo and everything. So I gotta look more into that. Just kind of like how here we have the 501st for the
stormtroopers.
Yeah. I'm like, that's all super cool. I've always wanted a stormtrooper outfit and everything, but yeah, so I really like the super cool wired up. They've got the voice, the please step aside.
Oh, yeah.
Stand aside,
Yeah.
under 6. It just sounds really cool. You're like, well, it's super cool. It's not that crazy hard. There's a little box, you run some cable and put a little microphone in there. Sure, but I'd like to do more. I'd like to do like there's some sick cosplayers out there. They're fully lit up, like kind of like the Iron Man ones,
Yeah.
where they like shut their hand and the mask whoosh, shuts down. Like they actually robotically engineer like hydraulic things into their suits. I'm like, that would be super, super cool. And then you
pretty
just
awesome.
get the power supply and put it wherever. But like that's the kind of level I want to do. I want to go to that level. So
With what kind of costume?
with a Halo costume,
A Halo?
with
Okay.
any sort of Halo Spartan costume. So it'd be super cool. Saw a couple Cortanas there. The coolest one I saw, I think the coolest one, there was only one that I saw. They actually cosplayed an Elite. It was the Sangheili Elite.
Okay.
And he had he had that programmed into him, which, fun fact, is just Johnson saying go, go, go backwards. Go, go, go! But they reversed it. And they used that as the Elite,
Oh, that's
saying
awesome.
that in the game. So anyways, but yeah, so the guy had he could just move his hand and like hit a button and it would trigger the sound effect. And then it was great because he was there with his girlfriend, fiance, wife, whatever, with his significant other. And she was like, did you want a picture? And she was like, because all of us nerdy boys were like, I'm so intrigued right now, but I'm so nervous and I want to go up and say hi and get a picture, but I can't. She's pointing at me. It's my turn. I've been selected. So we walk up there and like, get their little picture, and they're like, oh, so cool. I gotta go. Bye. And then I'm like, me, are you good? You good? Okay. And everyone's like, I kind of want to go. I'm like, cool, I'm going. So I jump up there, and I'm like, ah. And then I did one, but they didn't get the picture of it. I'm so hurt.
No, what happened?
Because it's this big old hulking elite. Like, he did a good job. He was probably like 8 feet up there. 7.5.
Oh my God.
I'd say 7.5 feet. Easily 7.5 feet.
Wow.
Because he had some platforms. Because like the elites have really big hooved feet kind of things.
Yeah.
Type things. So he worked that in to give him that height. And then he made the legs really big so that way he could stand straight. But the legs still looked like, they kind of look like horse legs, the way they're kind of hooved and they're bent. They have that bend to them.
Okay.
So he had that going for him too. So that was really cool. He just stellar job. Big hulking guy, and he had this energy sword, and he's got the big, hand is holding on to the energy sword pointing down. So I'm like, they didn't get it. They didn't get the picture.
Oh.
And then I was like, okay, one more. I'll just take a normal one. So I was like, next to him, this big old giant, like that. So they got that one. They didn't get my in character one. I was like, that was gonna be the best one. I was gonna put that on my fridge. So I don't have any silly photo of that one. Oh well.
That does suck.
Yeah, and then there's some other really cool. I got a picture with Spartan Owen, and I can't remember the other one, but brown and blue, super cool. Yeah. It was super cool. It was a blast. But those outfits were just stellar, awesome. Those Spartans. It was like, well, walking around with Spartans. It was super cool. And then there was an app for the con, so there was all kinds of these little data points that you could go and scan.
Yeah.
And when you scan them, it like tracked on an achievement-based system. So there, in the Hall of History, there was 22 scannable items that you had to scan. So when you scan them all, it gives you the little medal for it, which gives you experience points, which levels up your avatar, your Spartan avatar, in the app.
Oh.
And so that was really cool. So Halo, staying true to Halo, you do something, you get experience points, you level up. I was like, that is super cool too. It gives you a default name. I'm trying to bring it up so I can tell you my default Spartan name that it randomly assigned me. It was pretty funny. I can't remember anybody else's because I'm selfish and I can barely only remember half of mine. So mine was Papa 4075E.
E?
Yeah, Papa 4075 Echo.
Echo, okay.
Yep. I only leveled up a few times to the rank of gunnery sergeant. But that was my little avatar dude.
Oh, nice, dude. That's sick.
So in this app, you could go and there was leaderboards. Oh, I wonder if our company won or why not. Leaderboards. Let's see if it's going to go overall leaderboards. Oh wow, that got leveled up pretty. I ranked 1,226. I don't know the total, but that's not bad. That's not bad for a sold out show. Not bad. Yes, but I was Papa.
Echo.
Papa 4075 Echo.
4075 Echo.
I like it. Did we win? Well, we won. Hannibal Weapon Systems. That was our group. So nothing really happened. Didn't really get anything from it, but it's cool. But yeah, so they had all these little things. You go through all these little medals, things that you didn't get, just stayed blank. But when you completed them, you would get the medal. You'd get experience points. They'd go to your overall total, and then you'd level up and such. So
that's
it was
awesome.
Hazel and Owen. Those are the two Spartans, and they were like commissioned cosplay. So like 343 gave them money to complete this outfit, or 343 sponsored the entire thing of it. I don't know, but it was well done.
That's insane.
It was well done. It was pristine, and I will show you a photo of them. I'm not going to show you guys because you guys aren't cool enough to see it on camera or through the microphones. So sorry, I'll just have to post it somewhere else. Those were the two Spartans.
Oh, that's badass, dude. Those are sick outfits.
So they're fully decked out.
Wow.
I took one a little bit more straight on, so you could see them. But like, they got big people to fit the role too. Like, look at that Hulk.
That's a giant person.
So big.
Wow.
Big.
Yeah.
So that was really awesome.
That's insane, dude.
So when you started seeing these people walking around, these Spartans walking around, it felt so much cooler. You're like, oh, goosebumps. Ooh, yeah.
Those are really detailed costumes.
That was really good. That was like
colorful too.
very colorful.
Wow.
But just all the little details on them were just true to life. So they've got like the whole chest rig piece that goes together. They've got the shoulder attachments. They've got the arm guards and everything. They've got the stinking pauldrons and the boots and everything. It's just so cool. So cool.
So cool.
Please say I got at least one photo of the little giant elite. There he is. So this guy did one. He took a silly photo, kind of like, yeah, I'm getting stabbed.
Oh, nice. I like that.
So that's the elite there. So
was that the convention center?
This is at the convention center. I've got a nose hair that's attacking my left nostril because why not?
Oh, that is a sick outfit.
Super awesome.
That's awesome.
So he did a great job. He wasn't even part of the thing. He was just there.
He was just
He's just there cosplaying it up. Oh, there's his lady friend. She's like, did you can see she's like looking at people, did you want it? And then after I took my photo, she's like, okay guys, all right, we're gonna make a line, everybody get in line. So she just formed a line. So that was cool because like,
yeah,
this is just a convention, people can go. So he went, had his lady friend with him, and they're just making their own queue line. There's a queue line for a cosplayer. Like, that's really cool. That's when you know you've done a good job.
Yeah.
This other guy, he
Absolutely.
cosplayed an Ungoy, a grunt. And they're a little shorter than us. But what he did is he put the feet on his knees and built his cosplay up from there. So then he crouched down. He just knelt on his knees. And then it looked like he was a grunt standing up. He had the whole thing, and he's got the gas backpack on him, and he's got the face mask, and I was like, that's just brilliant. I'm like, I never thought of that. It was great.
That's pretty awesome.
It was great. Then Fluffy said, she goes, I could be a grunt. I could cosplay a grunt. I don't even have to crouch. I'll just study straight. She's so short. It was hilarious.
Oh my god.
They had some like cool props. That's 343 Guilty Spark.
Nice.
That's super cool. Yeah, super cool. Here's a picture of the toilet seat. Behind the toilet handle, there was poop on it. Oh, that was good.
That's
That was
always
good.
a bonus.
I always take pictures of nasty, disgusting stuff I found in my hotel room because it's like, this. No one's going to believe me. It's disgusting.
Sometimes you just need evidence.
Sometimes you do. You're like, that wasn't me, bro. There's another cosplayer. He was like a green variant of the ODST.
Oh, nice.
That was really cool. Orbital Drop Shock Trooper. That was really cool looking. It was just some awesome stuff. Here's a little video. Here's a little video so you can kind of see it in real flesh.
Oh, that is
real time.
He did such a good job with his costume.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then I love the camera this whole event. The camera was great. It did a lot of the stuff justice. It's just
The camera on your phone is sick.
Das ist unfantastisk.
It's really clear.
It was really good. It was good stuff. Oh, here's a little photo. You guys don't get to see any of this. I'm not posting this anywhere. None of you get to see this ever. It's all for me. So that was the helmet.
Oh, that is badass, dude. It's got wear marks on it like it's been in battle.
It's all textured. It's just good. It was good.
That's awesome.
It was good. It's such a good time. I just really want to go back. But
And the helmet fits on your head, huh?
It does. It does.
That's impressive.
It does. I can actually get my face in and out. Oh, no, that's over at Star Wars Land. Stormtroopers up there.
Nice, dude.
That
That's
was kinda
sick.
cool. I only got to walk through Star Wars Land.
Okay.
I didn't really get to do a whole lot there, but I get to walk through. It was cool. It was definitely immersive, to say the least. It was fun. And then I was like, oh, look, a Jedi robe. Oh, wow. I go up, how much is $160 for some brown fabric? I don't think so.
Oh.
I was like, 911 mom. Yo, mom, you got brown fabric? Yeah, you do? Okay, cool. You can sew. Yeah, you're master sewer. Okay, yeah, I already knew that, so I'm calling you. Hey, do you think you could sew me like a Jedi robe? Oh, you can? Okay. Oh, you already have? Thanks, mom. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Take that $160 Disney prize. Not today.
Not today.
No, not today. That was like extortion. I'm like, that is extortion. I'm not doing that.
160 for a Jedi robe?
Yeah, I'm like, come on, guys.
Come
And
on,
then
Disney.
The custom made lightsaber was like $120. I think. Like you build your own lightsaber, you get that solid,
Yeah.
plexiglass shaft, and then you get the interchangeable crystals. You get the interchangeable metallic components to the handle. I'm like, see, that's really cool. Like $120. totally worth it. Build
Okay.
your own drone. It's like this big and it's like solid. Like you get that $100, totally
Yeah.
worth it. A Jedi Rebel, $160. Come on,
No.
come on.
You can make that.
And then I saw a funny story after getting back. They were selling Coca-Cola bottles that looked like pulse detonator grenades or whatever they call them.
Really?
And all the airlines are like, absolutely not. We're not allowing anybody to bring any sort of grenade-looking device onto the planes.
It's understandable.
Oh, speaking of planes, speaking of airport TSA security,
What happened?
thanks, bro. Okay, so I had a receipt in my back pocket, and I had a quarter in my front pocket that I forgot to take out before I went through the whole little scanner-oo-doo-dah. So I go through.
no.
He's like, come on up, come on, hurry. And I'm like, okay, so I run in there, put my feet in little spots. I'm like, goes, he's like, get out. I'm like, okay, so I kind of, he's like, stand over here. And I look over at the screen, and I see this little yellow square on the little plain generic avatar of me, and I go,
Oh, no.
ah, dang it. I just kind of feel my pocket, and I go, ah, dang it. Because, you know, you're trying to get all your stuff on the conveyor belt, get through, and hurry up, go, 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 take your belt off, take your shoes off, oh, my watch. And you go through. Dang it. So, I have nothing on me. Like, it's just stupid receipt. So, anyways, so they're, okay, well, empty out your pockets. What's in your, is there anything in your pockets? I'm like, yes. I'm like, I have these receipts and a quarter. And he's like, okay, I'm going to have to feel you up with the back of my head. I'm like, I don't care what you do. I don't care with them feeling me up. But
Yeah.
this dude was like, he wasn't overboard, but he was like a little, he took his job too seriously.
Oh.
Like, his job is serious. Security is serious. I
Correct.
like being safe on planes. I don't like bad things, yes.
Right.
But this dude was like, he was like, haha, got you now, little boy. I'm like, what? So he feels me up with the back of his hand like a weird lobster. I'm like, why don't you just use your hands? Like, just feel, dude. Just do it. So he's like patting my pockets. I'm like, what is that gonna do? You can't determine. Like, oh, I don't. So I'm like, okay, this dude's, he's weird. This guy's a weirdo. So he does that, and then he like kind of feels me up around. And, it gets weird. And then he's like, okay, now I'm going to feel you up with the inside of my head because it's about dang time. So then he starts, you know, going on my sides, going on my legs. He goes up, plays a little bit of a carnival game there. And I'm like, ding, you know, I kind of, oh, all right, you got it. I'm surprised he didn't like go back and check because it felt weird to me. I'm like, wait, is there something down there? I'm like, nope, that's just me. That's all me. Okay, that's fine. So I'm like,
oh my God, dude.
the TSA people could just go, they could literally just feel me up. Go for it. I don't care. You're not going to find anything on me. So after he gets done feeling me up, really weird, I'm like, if he would have just done it right the first time, it would have been fine. So he gets done feeling me up, and then he's like,
good for them.
time to check the waistband. So he checks my waistband, pulls a pube, mind you. like, gosh, dang it. Latex rubber gloves and my crotch, that is not a good combo. In between the
No.
waistline, the pants waistline. It's like, doing, ow, another carnival game, woo. So, and he goes around, feels my butt crack. I'm like, oh, I hate when people touch my butt crack. It's just super uncomfortable. I don't like my butt crack being touched. So he touches my butt crack, and I'm like, all right, cool, thanks, bro. And he's like, all right, hold out your hands. I'm like, oh, great, now we're going to hold hands together now. Okay.
Oh my
So he
God.
grabs some little slip off the table, wipes my hands. I'm like, yep, because I've got explosive C4 all over my hands or something.
Right.
I wash my hands with soap. You're not going to find any C4 on me, bro. Does that, puts in a thing. No traces. I'm like, yeah, see, Dawn. Dish soap gets everything off. I'm like, all right, you want more? I'm like, are we done? Oh, you're done. Next time, just make sure you don't have anything in your pockets. And I'm like, yeah, okay, duly noted, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. See, other experiences, the way it goes is like, all right, step over here. It's like, all right, we're just going to have to pat you down now. I'm like, okay. And they just go, all right, cool, you're good. I'm like, thanks. That's totally fine. But
Thanks.
this dude was just weird about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to fill you up like a flippin' lobster crab. I'm like, you could just feel me up like a normal human.
Wow.
Don't lobster crab me to death, bro. It's just weird.
Oh my
So-
God. Good job, TSA.
Yeah, it was really weird. It was really weird. It was odd. It was odd. I get it, but I was like, just do it right next time. Just do it right. This part of your hands.
Do it right.
If you're gonna do this and this, just start with this. It's a lot more comfortable. Thank you. It was just weird.
Just go all the way from the start.
Just that's what I'm saying from the beginning.
Yeah.
Super weird. Speaking of way of the hand,
Way of the hand.
way of the open hand. How'd you like D&D?
Oh, I loved it.
So for those of you out there listening, last weekend. Yeah, it was last weekend, right? Because it wasn't this
Not
weekend.
this weekend, the weekend prior.
Okay, 2 weekends prior, we had a session, a D&D campaign session.
Mm-hmm.
We did. One of the players couldn't make it, so it was just 3. And the DM, myself. But yes.
It was really fun.
What was your overall takeaway from it, from never playing before?
I can definitely see how you can get lost in the story. You can become immersed in your character. I can see how people really get into it.
Nice.
Yeah. It's really fun. I enjoyed it.
Glad you did.
Yeah,
That's-
and you
that's
could.
good.
I like that you can make up any character, and you're not limited to just.
Yeah. You don't have to play the boring mundane.
Yeah.
You could be whoever you want to be, when you want to be. But you are still only human. No, you're not only human.
Only human.
You are not limited to the human race by any means.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you have the right combination of people that are playing, it can be a blast, and you can just lose all sense of time.
That is the key. The group
Yeah.
of people really makes it. It's not even the dungeon master or anything. They're really just the delegators and the mitigators of events. It's really the group of it's the overall group. If you all get along and you work well together, it's just 100,000 times better. It's so much funner.
Yeah.
Just amazing. So I had a good time. I thought we had a good group. It was
Yeah,
fun.
we did.
Yeah.
Maybe next time the first one will show up.
Maybe.
Show up, bro.
Show up, bro. All of us other bros showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if number
No.
4 shows up, it'll be fun.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the more people you get involved, the funner it can be, but then also the more difficult it can be. So it just
I'm
depends.
sure, yeah.
It's like you got to keep that boat balanced. So
Right.
as long as you balance it out properly, you can have multiple people. But yeah, it's always a thing. It's always a learning thing.
I think as far as our group goes, if 4 shows up and starts playing, that'll be really fun because that'll be just the right amount right there.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Just add a little bit extra element, and it's 4 is always better to interact with than just 3 or 2, and that's just, I think that's the right amount of people, you know, to kind of keep everything going. Especially plus it helps if other people are running out of ideas, you know.
True.
Yeah. There's
Yep.
always more to this. He can kind of keep the storyline going.
Yeah, the most I've ever ran with, I think it was 7 players.
Oh my God.
That was a lot. That was tough. The only thing the main thing I don't like about multiple people, I think 4 is like the sweet spot. 4 is
Yeah.
magic number. 5 if it was super special, but I think 4 is what I like. It's just, unfortunately, everybody doesn't get as much time
Right.
because typically you only get like it's like a 2-hour play session, which turns into a 4.
Yeah.
But with 7 people, so much is going on that it's like each person doesn't really get to feel like they did any one great grand thing. Whereas with 3, 4, 5, there's more time for each person to really do more things. So
Yeah.
it allows for more creativity, more spotlight time on someone individually. So I like that because I like to be able to fully listen to someone and their ideas and then
Right.
reward, whether it be positive or negative rewards, that idea.
I know just from the playing last weekend, I would have rather have had another person there because there were at some points where it was my turn and I didn't want to go because I was so immersed in the other people's stories that I wanted to hear what was going on. I still wanted to hear what was going on with them. And I was like, oh, it's my turn. I need to come up with something. What am I going to do here? What's my character going to do, you know? I just kind of wanted to like sit there and like, what are you going to, oh, you rolled a 3. Shit, that's not going to work.
Like, well, great.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
But I think if one more person is there, that'll just be perfect.
Yeah, and sometimes it happens where it's just like everyone's just kind of like thinking around a bit, and you don't have to do anything necessarily. It's just whatever it is. Like I'm listening to this one session that's going on with this other group. They literally spent an hour and a half, a literal hour and a half, real time, deciding on how to walk 50 feet into a cave. They were coming up with so many ideas that an entire hour and a half goes by, and they're like, well, if we do this and this and this, well, if we do that and that, what if we take this and that, and then go into this and this? And meanwhile, at the end of it, they end up using the very first idea that they came up with.
Really?
Like, we'll summon our cat familiar, we'll send it in there to take a look, and we can see through its eyes, and we'll see what's in there. And they talk for an hour and a half. And at the end of that hour and a half, they go back to the very first thing they said of sending the cat in. They send the cat in, they see some things, and they go, okay, cool. And then they spend 30 more minutes deciding what to do next after the new material that they just saw. So it's like, that's just how it works. Sometimes, like, it'll take 2 hours to get through a door, and it'll take 5 minutes to kill off, 6 undead or something. It's just how it works. It's just, combat is very easy to do because it's like, bad thing wants to kill me, I need to defend myself, so I will try to kill it.
Yeah.
It's very straightforward. But the story part, if I walk into this cave and this cave actually shuts and it kills me, then I die. That's not good. Well, what if we get up and you just go through all these scenarios. Meanwhile, it's nothing of what you're thinking, and it's everything of what you're thinking. So it's you just don't know. So it's that whole you never know. So that's just how D&D is, and that's the beauty of it. It literally takes hours to walk out of a doorway, though. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. Yep.
I love it. Yeah, I could see how a game could take years.
Yep.
A campaign, anyway.
Yeah, an overall campaign. Yeah. Definitely years.
Getting everybody lined up at least once a week to play for a few hours, and then you just.
Yeah. For us, we were gonna start a lot earlier. That's why I had you show up early so we can make your character.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the other players did not have their character either, so that took another hour, which unfortunately they weren't able to come earlier, which is fine. It's fine.
It happens.
The way I say, if everybody's fine with staying late, I don't care because we're here all night.
Yeah.
We're here. It's great. So what was going to be like a 2.5, 3 hour playtime slot turned into like a 5 hour slot because you guys didn't leave until 2 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
So we were like, dang. So that was cool. We all loved it. But it's just how those games go. Like I could just do it all day, just keep going and going and going. But usually people have places to go or they have to sleep and stuff. So like, I gotta go. So, yeah. But it was good. So if you were interested, we were wanting to do another session this Saturday or Sunday. I think this Sunday.
This Sunday. Cool.
Saturday or Sunday. Because I think Sunday works out for more of the players overall on average.
Okay, I'm down.
For me, it doesn't matter Saturday or Sunday, but I think Sunday's going to work out. So, tentative Sunday right now?
Yeah. I'm down for the Brhon.
Ooh.
Oh.
Down for the brownies. Down for the brownies.
Brownies.
Brownies sounds
brown brownies.
Really?
Betty Crocker.
I could bake some brownies.
Brownies.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Chocolate fudge brownies. That does sound good.
Pizza?
We'll do pizza again.
Yeah.
Pizza's like the staple.
And
that's one good thing. You get to eat all this pizza and this junk food and this good stuff. And
yeah.
I gained 6 pounds over the trip. I weighed myself when I got back home. I'm like, wait. I left, I was 181. And I get back and I'm like, I'm 187.
Oh!
So like each day I picked up a pound. I'm like, holy cow.
What?
So that's some high quality H2O. Yeah. Nuts.
That's double filtered water right there.
Hopefully it helps me shred the pounds. I need to start chugging stinking pomegranate juice. That stuff is really good. It helps control cholesterol and blood pressure and weight loss and all that stuff. So it's good for that. Yeah, so I'm just like, I had so much restaurant food over there, fast food. Restaurant food is just glorified fast food.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, but it's not healthy by any means. So I'm so excited for like ham salads, some ham cut up and put in salads and stuff. Salads.
Now I want a salad. Why'd you say that?
Homemade foods like hamburger rice and peas. Like,
there's
so
a super
good.
salad just right down the road too.
Super salad. Can I just get a regular salad? Do you want soup? No, I don't want a super salad. Super salad. Never been.
Just straight down Wyoming. As soon as you cross Minal, right to the right-hand side back there, that little business area, there's a super salad in there. It's one of the last ones remaining.
Okay. The last of the snowman.
I am the last one.
I'm the last one.
Dragonheart. It was Dragonheart, right? Sean Connery? Dragonheart? Yeah, it was Dragonheart.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the Courage the Cowardly Dog episode
Oh.
with the snowman, and he sounds like Sean Connery. I am the last of the snowman.
They got that from that movie.
Probably did.
Yeah.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Where he tells the knight, I am the last one.
Ooh, one day you guys might meet a dragon.
Oh, sweet.
Maybe. Or the dragon will meet you. Never know. Never know what's going to come about. You never know.
Is there a dragon mother?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Oh, see, we just went Game of Thrones.
As the dragon mother. Yeah, in the world of D&D, there's all sorts of room for dragons.
It's very immersive.
It is very immersive. Yes.
Yes, as long as your imagination, as long as everybody can agree on how far stretched your imagination can get,
Mhm.
then it's just there's no limits.
Yep.
As long as nobody's like, oh, you can't do that.
Right. That's why when I went to medieval times, I was like, Silver, you're getting a tabard. We're getting flags. I'm getting a tabard. We're wearing our little crowns, our little cardboard crowns. And I'm like, nope. I am a peasant from this kingdom watching my knight represent our kingdom because we're trying to win the queen's favor in order to gain the king's chair, basically. I'm like, so this is it. I'm like, I'm here in this little Colosseum arena thing. And this is real. This is happening. So
This is happening.
I was just living it up. I was having a great time. Because the more fun that you allow yourself to have, the more fun you will have.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just how it works.
It was amazing.
If you sit there and you're just like, no, these are just horses and guys dressed up, then that's all it is to you. But for me, I was a little
You gotta get
fanboy
into it.
having a good time. I was
Yeah.
like, this is awesome, amazing.
Was it a little cold and damp in there?
Every time I got to go indoors into a building, it was like a nice, refreshing, like, oh, AC. Oh, so good. It was cool. I wouldn't say it was damp or anything.
Okay.
No. It wasn't even humid in there or anything. It was just
Okay.
It was just refreshing.
Yeah.
Like you go in and it just kind of smells like horse a little bit.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, back at home, because like we're more urban country, we're not city, so that was nice. But it was just refreshing. It was cool. It was good. I don't know. I just immersed myself in the atmosphere. I took myself back to a medieval time,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a great time that way.
Did they kind of turn down the lights a little bit for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
They lit it up a little bit more. They had all the sections lit up with the light corresponding to the color
yeah.
of your night. And then once everybody got sat down and everything, they had the lights kind of changing and more showy and everything. And then it went dark when the main events were going on. They had the little games.
The little games.
They had the intermission with like the horse trainer guy, and he'd go out there and like have the horse do a little show, like side trotting, or then it
Yeah.
would bow and other stuff like that. So it was cool.
That's always good. Those
was
places are so much fun. We need one here.
We need something like that, like anything. If we could get a few things like that, it'd be amazing. I remember back in the day when they were like, oh, they're going to open up a Six Flags here. We all thought we were getting a Six Flags, and we got no flags.
Yeah, that fell through.
We got red flags. We didn't get Six Flags, though.
Yeah.
So it was unfortunate. But, we need some things like that.
I don't remember why that deal fell through. Do you?
I don't know. Probably some greedy landowner. No, I want 69 million. And it's like, well, you're not getting 69 million.
No.
Stupid. And then it was probably water rights and stuff like, oh, we don't have enough
I'm
water
sure,
because
I'm
we're
sure.
in a drought, so we can't do that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well then, all right, say goodbye to that. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
So many different reasons why. And then I'm
Yeah.
seeing Cliff's is like, for $5 you can enjoy the park all day for an entire week. Like, you guys must be doing really bad. It's the end of summer.
Yeah.
School started up. They're like trying to milk everybody for just that last penny. Is not working.
Yeah.
I don't know.
$5 all week.
$5 for just one day all week. You're like, what?
Ride the lazy river all week for $5.
Please, we'll even give you $5 back after $10. Please. Okay.
We'll even give you half your money back if you just show up.
So, $10 today, $5 tomorrow. We're like, okay, I'll just go tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah, ever since that outdoor water park closed down several years ago, we haven't really had one.
The beach, right? They call it the beach.
Yeah, at all, ever.
And then they rumored they were going to reopen the beach or something,
Yeah.
a variant of it, and that never happened. So yeah, really, it's just like, it's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad. We have a few museums and stuff, but Meow Wolf is probably the coolest thing to open up in a long time, to actually be an attraction type thing
Yeah.
to come our way, and that's in Santa Fe.
Yeah. It's a bit of a drive.
So you got to drive over there, and it's like, we need some more stuff. So if anybody wants to give us money, we would gladly open up some things for everybody.
Yeah.
So,
You
cool.
know, yeah, some investors or you want to open up some cool things here. We'll gladly take it.
yeah.
There's lots of open land here.
Tons of open land, tons of old abandoned buildings that we could
Yeah,
buy
just-
and repurpose.
Knock down and
The escape rooms here are fun. Those are a couple other little attraction type things, but that
Yeah.
lasts an hour
an hour.
and it's over.
1 hour to escape.
1 hour to escape.
We do have that Flicks Brew House. You
Yeah.
can watch a movie and
All the way
dinner.
from Rio Rancho, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. That's a good little thing. We have a ton of little breweries and bars and stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's not really something to bring someone over from another state. Everybody has those all over,
Yeah.
but
You know what we need is a good old fashioned drive-in movie theater.
see, that would be something cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yep. Yep, that would be cool.
I think so. I think they could
Yeah.
do. It's 2019. They could make it nice.
Oh, easy.
They could make it nice.
Yep. And then with the whole Bluetooth thing, that you could literally Bluetooth to the audio channel that they got going on, so it's
Yeah.
like the technology would even be easier nowadays. It would just be cool.
The speakers are a lot higher quality now than they were back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately around here, the whole vandalism thing, everything would be like, if it was a speaker station, it'd be all carved in like
Oh, yeah.
West Side Gangsters, you know.
People are
something
so stupid with that. Did I ever tell you, when I was a kid, my stepdad used to work at a drive-in movie theater?
I think you might have mentioned this.
Yeah, I would go with him like on a Friday, Saturday night, and he would open it up. We'd be the first ones there.
Oh, cool.
And he would get the audio going, and I would go to every speaker. I'd go down the line and turn them all on, which was incredible because there's nobody there.
Yeah,
So you get to hear this multi-dimensional surround sound
that'd be weird.
before surround sound was like really a thing, you know?
Yeah.
So you're in this empty drive-in theater, so you got this big giant screen just reflecting all the sounds back, and you're just walking down the road, and it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like stereo surround sound.
I can almost see it like
Yeah.
you're walking through this like wave of audio energy, and because you have all these different outputs from the speakers, so you're getting
Yeah.
the same audio but at different intervals.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a wave of sound, like
Yes.
it's like an ocean wave but invisible, and you can almost feel like the sound particles bouncing off it but at different times. That seems really cool.
It was nuts. Just this big open drive-in theater, and you just got radio station pumping in, and it's just like, what
That's
is
cool.
going on?
That's cool because that's a big area. If it's
Big,
empty, that's a lot of
big.
speakers.
Yeah.
That's like 100 plus speakers.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And they were all perfectly timed and in sync. You know, it's got to be for the movie. So
Yeah.
It was incredible.
That is really cool.
Yeah. Rare experience.
Yeah, that's not something that like anybody can really say that they've done or had the
No.
opportunity of experiencing. That's really cool.
Yeah, we would show up early, and he would change the sign out in front for the movie that night.
Yeah.
So the storage house was on the back side of the screen, so we would go in there and pick out all the letters and change them out
That's cool.
for the night. Yeah. And then I would run through and turn on all the speakers after that.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I'd go to the little concession stand, and I would the little concession building was a brick building, and I would sit there on the brick wall and just listen to the waves of sound just rolling at me.
That's super cool.
Yeah, that was trippy.
That's awesome.
And that's pretty cool too, because I got in for free,
Yeah.
you know, because my dad worked there. So as the movie started, I would just sit there on the wall and watch the movie,
Mm-hmm.
which was just surreal,
That's awesome. Yeah, because the screen's massive and
massive,
that's awesome.
out in the open air.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to like watch that, and then it's kind of like raining a little bit. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Wow. Different times.
Yeah, that was a different lifetime ago.
No,
Albuquerque could use something like that.
yeah, something.
I think so. I mean, the theaters here are popular.
Yeah.
They're
and
not-
They're good quality, too.
Good quality theaters that keep them very clean, like the Rio 24.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shout out to those people who own that place. Keep it
Yeah.
in such good shape, and they've always upgraded
Mhm.
the seats, the sound system, the carpeting.
Yeah.
That's why I love going to that one, because they always take care of it, and it's. I mean, they're
Mhm.
not going out of business anytime soon, remotely.
No.
And,
They'd
you know,
be one of the last to shut down.
I would think so, and like, as popular as that is with people like going to a theater, I think something like an outdoor,
Mm-hmm.
like a drive-in, I think that would be a nice change, and people could really
Mhm.
something people could really like and get behind.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be cool to bring back a lot of the old classics. Just
Yeah.
bring back that old experience.
Oh yeah, because I mean, they show the theater here. The Rio 24 will show like old black and whites.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like say for
20th anniversary for The Matrix.
conversation's sake,
Yeah.
The Matrix or Ghost, or I mean, they're gonna show Friends again
Oh, dang.
in
Wow.
the theater. So they'll show old theaters. So just like go back to like the 1950s or the 40s or 30s and show a black and white again
Mm-hmm.
on a drive-in. How sick would that be?
That would be sick. Basically, the Guild Cinema, they need to do this.
They need to do this, yeah.
They need to do this because they get all the production rights to be able to show these movies, these older movies,
Yeah.
like Pet Sematary and stuff. So they need to just run with it.
Yeah.
Run with it. Go show Night of the Living Dead
Yeah.
premiere on the big old giant outdoor screen. It'd be sweet.
Right?
It'd be sweet.
Like an old Frankenstein movie or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that wouldn't be too terribly hard because you would just have your wall to put the screen on. You'd have your parking lot, and then you
Mhm.
just have electricity running underground, just conduit, and then your little stations if you wanted it that way, or you'd have it like a Bluetooth speaker setup. I don't know. There's a lot of ways they could go about doing it.
yeah,
A lot of ways.
a lot of ways.
That would be cool. That'd be cool.
Nice calm summer night here or a fall night. People would do it, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. Well, especially like even in the winter, like when there's nothing to do because you're freezing to death and you don't want to get out of your car. Ha!
Just
You don't have to get out of your car.
Stay in the car.
Stay in the car, keep the heater on, watch a movie.
Yeah.
It'd be great. So, yeah, maybe one day. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. We, in November, before I forget, there's a little Clue type event coming to Albuquerque. So it's a one-day thing going on.
Really?
You have to solve the murder out in the streets. The comments on this were absolutely hilarious. They're like, "Oh, it's in Albuquerque. It's definitely the cops." I'm like, "Oh, come on, guys, it's so low." And then other people were like, "Oh, we could just use the real bodies." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" I'm like, "You guys need to stop." No, I love our cops. They don't get enough credit. It's like when you're down in the dirty in crime, like it's not easy. So shout out to you, ABQ
Yeah.
police. Like shout out to you. No, I've always wanted to be a cop. That's literally one of my dream jobs. I wanted to be a cop.
APD?
Any cop.
Or any.
Just a cop.
Anywhere.
Yeah, I just wanted to be a cop. And then join the SWAT team. And then be a sniper. But unfortunately, to be a sniper, you have to be a master mathematician on the fly. It's practical math application, though, so it's something that if I really pursued, I could have.
Could have done it.
But it's just, yeah, I was like, no, I'm not going to be a cop.
I've
But
always
I wanted to be.
as far as snipers go, I've always been fascinated by the people that understand a bullet's curvature, the rise and fall of the bullet, in conjunction with the curvature of the earth, and you have your windage,
And your angle that you're aiming at.
learning how to sight in, set your scope. Okay, he's, this big out
Mhm.
there, so I need to aim way up here because by the time the bullet gets there, it'll be down here.
Mhm.
It just blows my mind how they're able to understand
It's
that.
wild. All in a snap.
Just-
instantaneous, constant update. It's
Yeah.
constantly updating for every little fraction of a movement. Everything. It's insane. The windage, everything. It's bizarre. It's
Yeah.
insane. It's
Like,
insane.
there was, I don't know if you remember it was a few years ago, there was a Canadian sniper over in the desert who shot a Taliban at like a mile. It was like a mile or mile and a half. They started like, there was an American and a Canadian. They kind
Mhm.
of started like going back and forth a little
Mhm.
bit. I think the Canadian got like a mile and a half with a 50 cal.
God.
and just like tag the dude in the head.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that is just like, you are super, super elite. You're like that 0.1% of the 1%
Yeah, exactly.
who's
You're
just out there tagging dudes.
you're basically one of Stanley's superhumans.
Yeah,
I don't know if you ever saw that show.
I did. That was a great show.
But that's that kind of thing. Or like Chris Kyle was the American Sniper that I was thinking of. Yeah, insane.
Yeah, there's those people that are in the specialized jobs. Then on top of that, they're so into it, they have embodied.
Yeah.
Like when an actor embodies the role, they have embodied like what they do. They just are that.
They are that. Yeah. It's 1 in a million in a million kind
they're
of thing.
just like so super accurate for that peak period of their life where they're on top of their skill. It's just incredible.
That's exactly what we do with our podcast.
We
embody our podcast. Our podcast. See what I mean? I can't make this up.
You can't make this up.
That right there is just proof. It's more proof.
Just happened.
That we embody our podcast.
Our podcast. It's happening. Yeah.
It's the toilet zone, I'm telling you.
It is toilet zone.
It's the toilet zone. Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, it's maybe one day. But yeah.
You know what sucks? Is there some absolutely as far as you can't make this up, there are some incredible scenarios that happen at our job that you literally cannot make this ish up.
Yeah.
But there's no way that we could translate it to the audience and have them be like, "Oh, that's awesome."
Yeah.
You know, because it just kind of falls flat when you're retelling it. You have to be there and be like, "Oh my God, that just happened in front of me."
Right.
You know, you see some people interacting, or you're a part of it, or you go, "You can't get this anywhere else."
Yep.
And some of the stories we legit couldn't tell, but in the ones we could, you and I are not good enough storytellers to be able to get it to the audience where they'll be like, "Whoa, that's awesome!" Yeah.
Yep. It's like with amazing food. You're like, "Oh, the food, it was amazing."
Yeah. You just have to finish it off with like, "Yeah, it was funny. It was good.
It was good. Trust me."
You just got to be there.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the people you're telling it to are like, "Cool
They're like,
story,
right,
bro."
Yeah, I've had good food too before. All right.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
So football season, right?
Football season. Is that the one with the little green ball?
That's the little green ball in the
You
racket, right?
You hit with a golf ball racket? It's a golf ball racket?
Frisbee golf.
It's a frisbee racket. Golf.
Frisbee racket golf.
You got to get the disc in the hole, and you use the little puck on the table to get it there.
Yes.
But there's a lot of the balls, and you try to hit it with stick, but you have to get first down first.
Yes.
Before you strike.
You got to get a first down before you strike with a lot of the stick balls.
Yeah, that's football season, kids.
Football season.
Woo!
And people's heads just exploded.
That's about how much I like sports. Just not a sports guy.
Yeah.
I'm a super nerd. I like Imagining Dragons and stuff. And the band Imagine Dragons. They're good too.
I think I'd rather build a computer.
Yes. Techie science nerd stuff is way cooler, I think.
Although, for me personally, the exception... I do have a few exceptions, like the Olympics or like the X Games.
Yeah, that's like the elite of sports.
I like
so
those
that's
guys.
Cool. That's cool.
Or every once in a while I'll watch like an automotive event or go to like if you go to a drag race live, that's insane.
I've never been.
It's insane, like the NHRA level. Insane, like a monster truck show. A monster truck show is the best entertainment for the value that you will ever get in your life. The Monster Jam shows, because it is super family oriented and friendly, and those guys will go to any length to entertain you.
Oh, that's cool.
I saw one here many years ago at the Tingley Coliseum, and the announcer, in order to get the crowd going, the announcer stuffed himself in one of the rims of the monster trucks and had the dude drive. Yeah, these guys, and like the bigger name guys like Maximum Destruction, the guys who can afford it, they will literally drive their car into the ground. I mean, a wheel will snap off and they'll keep going. They will keep going until it's in the ground, and that's a multi-million-dollar vehicle that they are destroying just so you can be happy and be like, yeah, Max D, or Gravedigger, or
Yeah, Max D.
whoever. Yeah, the D. I mean,
Max D.
no, I don't mean it like that. No, you know,
Tiffany, be quiet.
be quiet, Tiffany.
I'm trying to watch my favorite Monster Truck Max D. Shut up.
It's not always about the D.
Oh, but it is when we're talking Max D.
Yeah, the bigger name drivers that can afford it, they will literally destroy their trucks just, to bring you entertainment value.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the best pound for pound things you could ever watch.
That's cool.
And it's really cool because when they all take a break and go back into the pits and try and fix their car, they'll have like dirt bikes and four-wheelers and other guys come out and jump the obstacles and go around and do flips.
Keep the show going.
It's always going.
Nice.
That's
cool. Yeah. That's cool. Like, we don't have that constantly, though. Like,
No.
that's seasonal. It comes and goes.
It's seasonal, comes and goes, and of course the grand finale's in Vegas there on
always.
the hell is that street?
The Strip.
The street that's got all the overhead lighting. I always forget the name.
I don't know.
It's right there off of that street.
Oh, wait. I don't know. It's not off the Strip, though, right?
No, it's not off the strip that I took
Okay,
you
but
to.
it's just off a street somewhere. Okay,
It's
I
the
don't-
older strip, the original one, that's got all the covered lighting and the zip lines.
Okay, I was thinking of that.
Yeah.
But I don't know the street names or
Yeah,
anything.
they have an open stadium. It's off of that one.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, there's the grand finale. Those guys are. Woo. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, things like that I like, but I can't. I can't sit there and watch baseball or football
Yeah.
or anything.
I just can't do it.
Like I started thinking like, okay, I could be doing this. Like I could
yeah.
build a friggin' computer. I could do anything. I could do some kind of DIY
Start learning
project.
a language, anything.
I could learn a language.
Yeah.
I could clean my place. Shit.
Mm-hmm. A lot more productive things can be done.
I'd rather put on a podcast and learn something
Mhm.
and clean my house at the same time than sit there and watch an effing football game.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against the NFL or the players.
No, of
It's
course
not
not.
personal. It's just okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Like I'd rather
Yeah.
put on the Joe Rogan podcast and
Mhm.
learn something fairly intelligent and like clean up my place.
Mm-hmm. Yep, for sure. Listen to someone else's experiences, not
Right.
just like, oh, a guy with a ball gets tackled again. We've been seeing this for the last 40 years.
Right. Oh, and look at the stand. Those two fans are fighting
Oh, again.
because somebody got egotistical and triggered, and they're fighting. Good. Okay. Good job, human race. Good.
My team is the best. Your team, my team is the best. Wait, you guys have stock? You own
Right.
stock in this company? You make actual say? No, you don't.
right,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, that's right.
Yeah. You're.
Yeah.
The team does not even know you exist, and you're gonna fight for them. You're gonna physically fight somebody.
Go to jail
Right.
for a team that doesn't even know
Go
you're
to jail
there.
for a bunch of millionaires who don't know you're alive.
Right.
Right. Okay. Good job.
Yeah, it's kind of
Good
weird.
job. Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
No.
It's weird.
Yeah. It's dumb.
All right. Yeah. Nope.
Like when I was a kid, I went to a NASCAR race. It was at Rockingham, North Carolina. It was 1989.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember I'm pre 12 maybe. I don't know. I don't even want to do the math right now. But I just remember there was these couple of rednecks sitting behind me, and of
Mhm.
course I was wearing a Bill Elliott shirt. He drove the number 9 Ford. I think it was Coors. Coors was a sponsor at the time, if I'm not mistaken. And they were like Chevy fans or whatever, like Earnhardt or Kyle Petty or Richard Petty or whatever. And they were sitting there purposely talking shit, talking shit about Fords and the driver that I liked,
Mm-hmm.
just to try, I'm 12. You guys are grown adults. And they were talking shit, trying to trigger me.
Weird.
I'm like, what the F is wrong with you?
Like, I just put on a shirt today. I don't care.
Right, I like a driver. You have, you're a grown adult and you're so
Mhm.
effing immature, you're going to F with a 12, 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Fucking bro.
Instead of being encouraging or something like, hey,
Yeah.
cool, you have something you like, take that passion and interest and just run with it.
Right.
Be inspiring. Don't be petty and stupid.
Right. So it's garbage like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're so juvenile and egotistical, you're going to say crap like that.
To a kid.
Right. And like, instead of rooting for your driver, you're going to talk trash about the other person's I don't get it. That's like, I can't go to things like that because I'm like,
it just becomes too childish.
Your intelligence level is so low that you have to do garbage like that.
It's stupid.
Like, try and get somebody to argue with you because
why? Yeah, just
why?
Self-justification, gratification.
Like,
I don't know. Yeah, like I don't mind people who want to watch sports and stuff. Like, they feel the same way about video games. They're like, video games stupid and they rot your brain. And I'm like, well, I don't mind watching people play video games and stuff like that and playing video games. So everybody has their, their own thing that they like and do.
Yeah.
But just for me, I don't get the same pleasure out of watching sports that sports watchers do.
No,
so
it's not.
Just go my own way, do my own little thing. But I never was in on that.
No,
Just
I can't do it.
never got there. Just not me. Just
so
not
many more,
me.
There's so many more intelligent things.
Yeah, I like more like brain stirring activities.
Yeah.
I don't feel that like sports watching is brain stirring. It's more like you get a little bit of edge, like go, yeah, oh, go, yeah, oh, like it's simplistic to me. I don't. I'm just not. It's not me.
You can put on a podcast off of iTunes or whatever platform and do something around your house.
Yeah, while doing something. Yeah, you're not
know.
like bound to your couch with a potato chip in your hand.
Yeah, you could like listen to one of the science related topics off of NPR or something for hours and learn something.
Yeah.
And actually get some work done around your place that you've been needing to get done instead of sitting there throwing chips and Pepsi at your TV.
I guess like if you're working out watching sports, like that's cool. I guess my thing is if you're doing something proactive while doing the thing you like, I guess that's when I'm like, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
But typically, sports watchers dedicate 3 hours of their day to just sit there doing absolutely nothing.
Right.
Watching that, getting mad.
So mad.
Because their team
mad
did not win because those refs are biased against their team. Which apparently every ref is against every team in every sport ever. Because I've never heard like, oh, that's a fair ref. He does a good job for all teams present. It's, oh, that's a false call. What about? I'm just like, it's just too much stress that you cannot control, and it's irritating. It's like, I don't like this episode. Switch. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
But with sports, it's like, oh, my team is being betrayed and cheated, and I'm just like, it's not me. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
When your team's winning, everything is good. But when your team's losing, the ref is against you.
The weather's against you. The fans are against.
The team owners are against you. Everybody's trying to mess with you.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, the fans in the stands there are against you. It's like, come on.
Yeah,
come on.
That line wasn't spray painted dark enough. That cone was made out of a different type of rubber this time. I don't even know.
But you know what?
Excuses.
I have seen video game players do that too.
Oh, video game players, they get induced with a whole different kind of rage.
The game is cheating when they're losing, and this is BS.
If you get killed, the enemy is instantly cheating. They're hacking. You shot them 100 times in the face, and then I watched, and I'm like, all right, you shot 4 times, you hit the leg 1 time, and then someone hit you from behind, which auto-killed you. So nobody was hacking. You ran into a group of 3 guys, and they all beat you down.
Yeah.
That's called you are stupid and you need to play different. Maybe throw a grenade first before you charge in there blindly. Maybe actually hold down the trigger next time. I don't know. But the way I get around that is I compliment my enemy when I'm like running through. Headshot. I'm like, whoa, that was a sick snipe. Good headshot. And then instantly, you're calm, you're cool, you're refreshed. You've complimented your enemy on a good kill, and you respawn. You're back in it again. Go a different route. Approach something differently, but think more tactically. And don't be all petty and crybaby went. Oh, you're cheating, kill me. And just stop being stupid. Get good, scrub. Practice. Get better. This is a game of skill.
Get better.
That you actually have to get good at because you actually have say in what you are doing. Your team may suck because your teammates probably do suck and you probably suck too. But you can band up with better players and you can get a team and you can form it and you can actually strategize and work together and come up with things and then play and annihilate the other enemy team. And then that team will turn around and say, you suck, you're cheating. And no, we're just skilled. I've played against skilled players and I've played against cheating players. Cheating players run all weird and do stupid stuff, shoot through walls and kill you. That's cheating. Skilled players know how to tactically dodge, dive, duck, dip, and dodge while simultaneously blasting your face in. And yes, they did shoot you in the face 100 times. That's skill.
Skill.
So, like, you watch those Halo tournaments, those guys are McNasty.
Yeah.
I mean, when you put in 8-10 hours of gameplay every day, you're going to get good at that game. And when you're at that, like, competitive level, like, yeah, you get good. You get really good, and it's, like, insane. Same with Overwatch. And, it's just nuts. I hate playing against good players, but you have to play against good players to get better.
You have to.
But if you've got a sour attitude, you will never get better. You will be stuck at that level.
If you're better than most or everybody in that game, you're not going to advance in skill level. So you have to go get your ass beat.
Yeah.
For you to get better.
Yeah, like, you're like, whoa, how did I die? And you watch the replay and you're like, he threw a grenade through that crack in the wall up there. And then you run up and you're like, there's that crack. Yeah. Kill. Yes. You're cheating. You're throwing grenades through the wall. And you're like, nope. I found an exploit of a little gap about yay big to lob a grenade in there. And then you watch them, you replicate their tactics, and then you become a better player. So there's just there's so much more, I feel, to video games than sports.
Yeah.
You sit on your couch, you watch guys play that are physically fit and able, and they're doing a good job out there. They're living their best life. You're watching those guys live their best life.
Yes.
If you're playing video games, you're not wasting your time. Video games are just so much different. Like, it's the same and it's different.
Mm-hmm.
People watch sports to get away from life and just cool down, calm down, and relax. Yes, people do the same thing with video games. But you can't compare them, but you can. But it's just, it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
I'm just an advocate for video games. I'm biased.
Yeah.
I like games. I like technical things. You can actually get better at things by playing games. You can't get better at anything by watching sports.
You cannot.
You just don't get...
Maybe.
You can get rest and relaxation and just kind of calm down your mind and stuff, sure, but you can't get better at anything,
Maybe
I'd
get
say.
better at yelling at the TV, but
You can get better at anger management.
Yeah.
If you can control your anger, like, oh, it's all right. Jonathan Edwards, he did a good job. That was a good pass. Unfortunately, his receiver didn't catch the ball. It's all right. Maybe next time. That's all right. You know, sure.
okay.
Maybe, sure.
Okay.
But most of the time, all sports players are just like fanatical and they get angry and rage,
Screaming
and then they're like,
yelling at the TV.
everybody sucks and they're cheating. And then when they win, they're like, we're the best. But it's like, well, what about all those fake calls that they called on the opposing team?
Mhm.
Oh, they're not fake calls because they're against the opposing team. I just can't get in the sports realm. I can't. It's a little too like testosterone filled. It's like
It
too
is
like
too testosterone
it's a
filled.
man's game. I'm just like that's not it. That's why I love video games. It's
Yeah.
it's an everybody's game. Men, women, children, anybody can play. It's like
Yeah.
and there's different variations of play level. There's very casual. There's competitive. There's professional. There's elite professional. There's esports professional. And then,
Yeah.
but it's just I just like video games.
Yeah.
Just like them.
Video games anybody can play, right? Football.
There's even football video games.
They're to make it to the NFL. You're at 1%
Mm-hmm.
of the
Yeah.
population, and they are incredibly talented, skilled people.
Mm-hmm.
But they are also genetically huge,
Yes.
right? You know, some of those linemen and receivers are gigantic people. You're
Yeah.
never going to be that. You
Mhm.
could be talented at 5 foot whatever, but if you're not 6 foot whatever, they're not calling you.
And if they do, you're going to be the 0.001 of the 1%. Like you're going to have
You'll
to
be
be
the-
like super freak good.
The rare case of the guy who's 5'8" who,
Right.
you know,
Which there's a handful of cases like that throughout
Right.
the sports teams,
it's
but
just not going to be you.
it's like me. If like, oh, I really want to join the NFL. It's like, nope, you are not joining. It's a guarantee. I'm not getting in.
No.
No matter what. No matter how hard I train, I wouldn't get in because it ain't me.
And the recruiters literally go out and look. They're breeding genetic humans. They're not literally breeding, but they're going out and looking for
Mhm.
the giant human beings that are athletically
Mm-hmm.
beyond talented. You're never going to play.
Yeah.
It's going to get to the points where the biggest of the biggest people play that game.
Yeah.
This, like 1% of 1% is going to make it.
That's why video games are so good because all of us super nerds, you can start today. And
Today.
in 1 year, you can be eligible for competitive play, and maybe even sooner. But I'm just saying, that is something that you can sit on your couch, become 400 pounds, and actually get paid millions of dollars to do that kind of stuff. So, video games, it's the future. It's the way.
It's the future.
Just do it. Yeah. No, if you like sports, go for it. If you like sports, you're probably not listening to this podcast anyway. So,
No.
because typically
They're not
hardcore
listening to
sports
our
lovers
podcast.
don't share our humor skeletons.
No, they don't.
They just don't.
No.
I mean, if you do, cool, bravo. We're glad you're here. But
Cool,
typically,
buddy.
we haven't seen that sort of demographic.
No.
So, I don't know. But hey, we do thank you for joining us regardless.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you love sports, you think we're wrong, and we are. That's fine.
That's
Because
fine.
we're okay with that. Because ultimately, our opinions don't matter.
Yeah.
Nor
don't
do
matter.
yours.
Just to us.
That's how everybody is, though. It's fine.
You know, it's just like your stereo system. It only has to sound good to you.
Exactly.
Boom.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep. It's true.
That is very true.
Mm-hmm. I miss my sound bar.
Yeah.
I didn't have my sound bar over there in California. That TV was terrible. The speakers on it, trash.
You kind of get spoiled a little bit, don't
you do,
you?
because you're like, I can't hear anything. You like turn it up to like 68, and you keep going. You're like, this isn't. I can't hear. And then you get home and you turn it up to like 18. You're like, it's like, whoa! Yeah, it's get a sound bar, everybody.
Yeah. Yours is not only nice looking, but sounds really nice.
That's how I was playing the music through all
The D&D.
during that session. Yeah. I just like it. It's far enough back to where it has the sound coming over, but it's not
Yeah.
overbearing. It doesn't cut through anybody's voice. It's nice. It's good.
I was actually kind of like wishing you would have turned it up a couple notches. Just a smidge louder.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like sometimes, yeah. I try to keep it down just enough, because then at times it'll be like a song will change and it's like bumpa dumpa da, and you're like, what is going on? But and it'll kind of like break the immersive moment sometimes.
Yeah.
So I find if you just kind of keep it lulled in the background a little bit, just enough. We might have been able to go up like 1 notch, maybe 2 notches max, but
Yeah. That would have been great.
I didn't want it too crazy, but we'll see though.
Yeah.
And then when you get more people, you can turn it up more because it's like more rowdy. Everybody's more rowdy.
Yeah.
So then so yeah.
Fun fact. That JBL soundbar you have,
Mm-hmm.
JBL has been owned by Harman Kardon since the 60s.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know.
Yeah. That made me think, because I was looking at sound bars this weekend, and I was like, oh. Then it made me think of yours.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking they've rebranded in the past few years to say Harman JBL or Harman JBL. And I remember somebody was saying, JBL's owned by Harman now. I'm like, bro, they've been owned since the 60s by Harman Kardon. Like, they were bought in the
Long
60s,
time.
sold, reacquired again in the 70s, and been owned by them ever since. They've been...
Oh, wow.
They were actually... JBL,
Mm-hmm.
that L stands for Lansing. You've heard that before.
Yeah.
Alltech Lansing.
Right.
Right. They hooked up. JBL invented a radio tower early on in his life that
Mhm.
was so amazing that Navy acquired it,
Oh, dang.
took it from him.
Bummer.
So Alltech hooked up with JBL to become Alltech Lansing. Back when, there was a famous company that like had a monopoly on the movie theater sound market, and the government actually disbanded them because the monopoly was so bad.
Dang.
It was like Westinghouse. I think it was Westinghouse. Government disbanded them, and then Alltech Lansing split up and JBL went and became JBL and started marketing all their stuff to the theaters, and then they were acquired by Harman Kardon.
Nice.
So it's like a long lineage there. So it's like JBL is like a very, very, it's like a lot higher quality stuff than people actually realize.
I like it. Yeah, I've got no gripes or complaints with the soundbar, because we looked at some Samsungs, we looked at some Sony bar. It was just, but the JBL just had that nice little grumble to it that I liked.
They have a unique sound.
Yeah, it's just, I just kind of resonate with that one.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever soundbar you got, cool. If you like it, great. But this one, I like this one more. I think I connected with it.
It looks good too.
Yeah, it just blends in with everything over there. It's just this
Yeah.
nice black sleek bar. And, they got the little subwoofer on the bottom left there, and which farther away sounded way better because I remember that one song came on and you're like, oh wow, that thing's kicking out pretty good. And I was
Yeah.
like, it is kicking out pretty good.
It is.
You can change it like movie mode, TV mode, and I think I usually keep it on movie because that gives it more of the bass and everything. So the TV's more like for the voice out the front, so you can hear what the people are saying.
Yeah.
But the movie, I keep it on that, so that way the bassy sound comes out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's good. That's good. I like it.
Quite
So
nice. Yeah, that subwoofer with your soundbar sounds really
it wasn't
good.
bad. Yeah, the bar overall wasn't too expensive. I think because we got it on sale or something. Like, I don't know. Could have been more than $250.
That's a really good price.
It
'cause
wasn't bad because I think it was like originally $325 or something, maybe $350. But yeah, so it's not bad
Yeah,
for what I use it for. Perfectly fine.
that's really good because the price of soundbars is actually going way up there now.
Great.
Now that they're becoming popular, they're
Mhm.
going up. See, I think you got in at a good time.
Yeah, I almost bought a second one because it was affordable enough. I wanted this. I was like, oh, I could put this in my room. I could use it on my PC. And I'm like, no, overkill. Because I've got my Astros, so I don't need it. But I want one. You don't need it, precious.
Don't need it.
Yeah, it's bad. Ugh. Well, unfortunately, we'll see. Now it's 2 hours, so we time warped.
We went from 37 minutes to 2 hours.
Yes,
Oh my
so-
God, it's almost 11:30.
Yeah, so I unfortunately have to head back so I can
Yeah, you
get
got
prepared for the day.
Things to do.
And then, oh yeah, you kind of need to sleep at some point.
I kind of do.
Kind of do.
Like
yeah.
I'm totally digging our conversation, but we
Yeah,
both
I
got
know.
things to
Oh,
do.
shoot, yeah, it's that time.
I
That's
still
how.
gotta sleep.
I know. Like, oh shoot, I forgot. We're not normal people.
I'm surprised I'm not all
Groggy and.
jury and passing out like I normally am.
I know. I'm a little tired. I still haven't recovered from my trip. I should have just taken yesterday off. Why?
You still gotta be jet lagged though. I bet you're just like in that weird state where you're like, I'm not home yet.
Yeah, I'm kind of just like, oh, I'm still going with the flow. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm just like going through my plans. I'm like, all right, yesterday I didn't have a day, and today, well, I'm not gonna have a day because I'm gonna go home, get dressed, pretty much turn around and go right back to work, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, and then maybe tomorrow I'll get a rest. I still got to write this weekend's campaign. I still got to write stuff for the session,
You got
which
stuff to
I have
do.
carryover from last. But I like to really have. I like to have like 4 hours of solid content planned. Because
I love it.
if we only get through 1 or 2 hours, I still have that other 2 that I can carry on to the next and add more. Or if we do go through the 4, or like we did,
Yeah.
then I will have enough because I don't like being underprepared. It's just, it sucks for everybody involved. It's just not fun. So that's what I like to do. But yeah, so this week is going to be very fast. But the faster this week goes by, the faster next week comes up, and next week's a payday. So
Yeah.
that's good. Don't mind that. I could use about 4 paydays right now.
4. Yeah, that would be nice. Are we gonna do Saturday morning or no?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think
okay.
so. Yeah. I had it planned, so should still be Saturday morning.
Okay.
Should be. Mm-hmm. Then I think Sunday's the day of the D and the D.
D and the D.
Yeah. Should be fun. I don't know. Here soon we might start streaming that. We don't know.
That'd be cool.
We don't know. We have to get to that level though. That's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother level.
For show.
Show. Yeah. But it has been a pleasure. It has been a fun blast. Thanks for listening
Always.
to me ramble about my trip to California. That's what I call everybody over at Medieval Times. Our wench Adriana.
Yeah.
They call them wenches. I'm not being sexist or anything like that.
They are wenches.
They call them wenches. They call themselves wenches.
Yeah.
I'm calling them what they call themselves. So our wench Adriana is from the kingdom of California.
California.
I just rolled with it. So anyways,
That's awesome.
yes, but thanks guys. It's been a blast.
Thanks for listening.
We will catch you next time on Dragon Ball Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know what I'm saying. You know who you're listening to. It's the Old Guy and the Kid podcast. I am the kid.
I'm the old guy.
See ya.
Laters.